AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. Sir. Black do-rag, black shades, black hoodie. You know what type of time I'm on when we dress for the occasion. It's been 30 seconds. AllBall ain't say nothing yet. OG ain't said shit yet in 36, 7, 8, 9, 40 seconds. What's up, OG? We here? What are we doing? I see the garden in the background. I see blue and orange in the background.
I almost ripped that shit down last night. You see, I ain't got my bucket hat on, right?
The no bucket. We got the
fuck
Crocs
out of
on?
here. Look, none of that.
We got the Crocs on?
Nah.
No Crocs. No Crocs.
Nah.
No Crocs.
No Knicks Crocs.
No nothing.
No Knicks bucket. Don't care how the appearance look. Fuck about none of that. Almost ripped that down last night.
You was about to rip Pat off the wall? Pat was about to get it. What the fuck Pat do to us? Bad question. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Don't.
That's a bad question. That's a bad question. What did Pat do to us?
You cannot do that and then make things worse. First and foremost, big shout out to the chat, the best chat on YouTube. Big shout out to the ladies that's already seen the building, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the elegant, the exquisite. Rhonda Flores, Darlene Bryant is in the building. I see everybody else in the building. Wonder Woman, I see you in the building. Shout out to the ladies. But Flea, Mikey T in the building, Fat Italian in the building.
Yeah, right here. Darlene B, what up, girl? Wonder Woman, what up? Rhonda Flores, what up?
Lartram James is in the building. Listen, the whole crew is in the building.
That's our guy, Mike James. What up? What up? What up?
Michael Pinckney in the building. Listen, man.
One man, one band, one sound. What up, y'all? Sam I am. What up?
Listen, Fabian and Flea, you know, they put up with y'all more than me. Me, I'm not saying nothing till that number hit 100. We stayed up last night till 2 a.m. I'm not saying jack shit till that little number in the corner reaches 100. Fuck that.
I got up out of here because I was tired, annoyed, and had to get up and get to it this morning. These brothers stayed on with y'all. Jump in and jump out, OG. You talk to the people real quick. By the time he get back, there should be 100 folks in the building. But yeah, we're all disappointed right now. You see, Big Flea, Black Dewey, Black Shades, Black Hoodie, fucking funeral right now. Until we get shit right, it's a fucking funeral because they're dying right in front of us, and I don't like it. Every game they just commence to dying right in front of us. I'm over exaggerating, but y'all understand what I mean. Y'all understand what I mean. The sense of urgency for the New York Knicks shows up in the fourth quarter of these games, and by that time, we've run out of gas. Last night, another tough loss for the New York Knicks on the road. They went to LA and didn't get a win in the City of Angels. Not a win. Not a win. Lost to the Lakers, turned around on a back-to-back, and lost to the Clippers. Let me get that score right. Lost to the Clippers, 126-118. Now, 8-point loss. It was just in grave disappointing fashion. I'm getting pissed off with how we playing basketball right now. Just getting pissed off. Let me get OG back in here because he said he ain't got nothing for niggas until it's about 100 people in the building. We see about 115 people in the building. He's ready. He's ready to commence the show. But like before I let him really intro us the proper way, another, like I said, disappointing loss by the New York Knicks. Not a win in LA. And we got some things to fix. We got some things to fix on the home stretch getting into the playoffs. We have a lot of things to address. I'm gonna pass the mic back to OG and get us where we need to be so that we can get the show rocking.
Yeah, big shout out Fabian to be here in a bit. Flea is in the building. Knicks Rehab, we are here. When Fabian comes, I will for sure make sure he removes a K. If it was up to me, it'd be 2 of them joints missing. But one of those need to be removed, right?
That needs to happen.
Big shout out to the chat. Flea, we have to show a lot of love to the chat.
Fact.
They stayed up with us all night for 2 lives. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Big shout out to the chat.
The chat, y'all need the.
I ain't stay with y'all niggas last night. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I did it. Love y'all though.
The chat needs to all give themselves a round of applause. They supposed to put in that comment section the applause emoji. Because goddamn it,
on the way.
Y'all are the best. Yes,
they slow. They slow with the thumbs up, so they'll get the hand clapping. But yes, big shout out to the chat for sure.
Yes, Dan Lit, y'all are the best. Y'all literally stayed up with us and held us down. Flea had to run, so we didn't really get to do Knicks Rehab and react all together to the disappointing loss last night. Flea, I have to ask you, we were all there, we were all watching.
Wait, hold on a second. Let's highlight this for a second. That says Hope Towns 8808. Hey guys, I'm Cat's aunt. Love you guys. Keep doing your thing, and that's keeping it real.
Leave that up there. Now,
I got it. It'll be up there. Hurry up. Get to that camera. Do your thing.
Flea, do you believe that?
Now, I don't. Here's the thing. We love David Smith, right? David Smith comes in here and does exactly what he's supposed to do from the standpoint of being a Cat fan. So we love David Smith. But respectfully, Miss Hope Towns came into the chat. The name says Hope Towns. I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful and not validate what she's saying. She would have never said, I'm Cat's aunt. How do we validate that? Like,
no. So
how can we? Do we validate that? Do we care enough? Because if she's here,
let me tell you why I care enough. I care about anyone in the chat that shows us love, support, and respect. Hope Towns. There's one way to confirm this. You see all our Instagram handles on the bottom. Please, everybody has Instagram. Hit us on the DM. We need to know you real because we have the dopest chat. We have the greatest Knicks chat ever. And everybody in here would love to know that Karl Anthony Towns' aunt bless this live, bless this platform. So if it is true, appreciate the love and support and tapping in. But Flea, we have to go and get along with the show. Last night, disappointing loss to the Clippers, right? I think at this point, we are disappointed with the players, with the coaching staff, with everybody. Flea, just if you want to express, what was your exact thoughts after last night's game when that clock was 0 and the game was over? Just what were you thinking immediately once that game was over?
I mean, I think my quick exit said everything. I'm willing to talk Knicks no matter what. I don't care what time of day it was. And yeah, I would have stayed up with y'all. But to be honest, I was pissed off. I was pissed off at the lack of urgency that the Knicks have right now. Every loss that we come off the basketball court, I'm a big guy on sportsmanship. I'm with it. I know how important sportsmanship is. I'm teaching my daughter right now. She's getting into sports. I'm teaching her how important it is to be a great sport. But part of being a great sport is being competitive, man. It's being competitive. And these guys is dapping niggas up, hugging and showing love. And I get it. The NBA is a brotherhood. But quit this shit. Y'all are not playing good enough to be walking off the court, dapping guys and thinking shit is sweet. We are in a fight right now. You as a Knicks team have expectations. Y'all play for the fans. Remember that. The passionate fans like myself, like OG, like our brother Ray, we are passionate fans like y'all in the chat. We are passionate fans. There is no team, there is no NBA, there is no Knicks organization without us. Please remember that, y'all. Please remember that. So when they go out there and they stink it up the way they do, we have all right to not be pleased with how they playing. They went to LA and got their ass kicked. They went to LA and got their ass kicked. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. They got their ass kicked. They went to the Staples Center, crypto, whatever that shit is, and Luka Doncic had a field day on them. Then we go down the block to Inglewood in the best arena in the NBA history. And the Clippers got back to 500 last night on our back. Think about that. The Clippers started 6-21. They got back to 500, 32-32 on the backs of the New York Knicks because we didn't come to play 48 minutes. We are not good enough to start acting like we could turn it up in the fourth quarter. We're not that good. We need to put together 48 minutes of basketball for us to get wins. We're not that good. I'm so tired of these dudes walking around acting like they've done something. You've done nothing. You've proven nothing to the fan base but that you can make it to the playoffs every year. We love that. But we are starving for championship level play. Starving, OG. I know I'm getting long-winded, bro, but like this shit was disappointing last night, bro.
Listen, let it out. Take your time, bro. Yeah, let it out, bro.
This shit was disappointing, man. We could go down the list of players. But at the end of the day, this same group of players was there last year. And we were geeked up, ready to root for this team. I don't know on a night-by-night basis what team is going to show up. So I don't even know if I could be invested. I'm like, all right, cool. Lakers got us. Early game on a Sunday, they got us. All good. Luka Doncic is probably the best scorer in the game right now. Got us. Okay. I know we're going to come on a back-to-back and show up and show out against the Clippers who are struggling to hold on. And we lay an egg against these niggas? The same type of basketball that we played against LA, we duplicated it against the Clippers and thought we was going to win? Pink elephant in the room right now, Mikal Bridges, come to the front of the congregation. We need a word with you. Bring your representation too. King's Speech, where the fuck have you been the last couple of games, my brother? I will call you out because I know you're going to see this later, King's Speech, because you are God. We love you. Where are you? Because your guy is laying an egg. Fuck the picks. It's not even about the picks. You're a starting two guard in the league. You were starting two guard in the league. And you can't average over 10 points in the last two games? Are you nuts? The nigga had the same amount of points as I did. And I wasn't even suited. I wasn't even playing. I got a do-rag going and some shades.
Flea, imagine what his check was for that game.
We paid this nigga $150 million to run around and get cardio?
Stay right there.
Running around getting cardio.
Flea, stay
Mr.
right there.
Iron Man. Where's the weapons? That's not even my shit. That's OG. Where are your weapons, bro? Why do you leave them home every other day? That's not a real Iron Man. Stay
right there. You can hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
No. Stay right there because I want you to continue to get out your anger because this is what they do to us. In the beginning of what you just said, you sound a little bit like me, and I'm going to tell you why, and I need you to explain. Are you starting to feel how I feel, where sometimes I say it comes a time and point where we can't continue to blame the coach?
Yes. I'll get to Mike Brown in a second. We could talk about Mike Brown later.
Right.
Now, this is a players thing, bro. This is a players thing, OG.
I'm gonna let you finish. I just wanted to understand that I heard you clearly because remember, me and you go back and forth with that.
Of course.
And remember, for the last couple of Knicks rehabs, I've been saying enough is enough with Mike Brown. We got to start holding these players accountable. So this is, I'm not gonna say this is the first time, but this is the first time that I've heard you go ballistic and you didn't bring up coaching at all.
That's a whole nother conversation. Them guys is on the basketball court.
So I'm going to ask again. Do the players need to be held 100% accountable lately?
Absolutely. Absolutely. 1,000%. You guys are out there. You could see a clear indication of how we start games and how we finish games. But starting the games seems to be extremely important because when we get down the stretch of games, we run out of gas. We start making poor decisions. We stop going to what was working. Karl Anthony Towns had the best game he's had since Christmas time. Since Christmas. He had 11 points in the fourth quarter of last night's game. Although it felt like garbage, I'm going to be honest. His 11 points felt like it came in garbage time. It felt like it didn't affect, but he was playing his ass off. You know why it felt like garbage? Because nobody else was coming along for the ride. Nobody else is coming along for the ride. Do we really want to win this year, or do we want to just be good? Do we want to win this year, or do we just want to be good? Because if we just want to be good, them niggas play like you playing. That's good enough. You a 3 seed, you in the playoffs, have home court advantage. That's all good. But if you're going to play like you want to win a championship, you can't play like this. You go to the LA and get your ass kicked? Not even in any of those games. I don't want to hear shit about them fourth quarters. We weren't in any of those games from start to finish. OG, the floor is yours. Knicks in trouble. I don't care. We crawl into the playoffs. The Knicks are in trouble. They have some things to address. We're on national TV every night getting our ass kicked. National TV.
We got embarrassed back-to-back on national TV in one of the games. One of the best players didn't even play. Whether we want to say the Lakers are better without LeBron, miss me with all that. He didn't play. Any other time one of the best players don't play on the team, that's supposed to be a recipe for you kick their ass, right?
Take advantage.
But Flea, I asked you a question in the beginning of this live. Big shout out to the live. Hit that like button, y'all. Share, like, subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Hit that like button. Flea, I asked you a question. What was your immediate thought, your immediate reaction when this game was over? And you know what mine was? We all owe Cat an apology.
Start with you.
Yes, I've been said that. And I'm not saying that because potentially...
Me too. I was a part. Right. Me too.
And I'm not saying that because potentially his aunt might be alive. No.
Right. She's been here. Hold on. She said we keep it real. So that means that she's been here. She ain't new.
Right. So
go ahead.
So I'm not saying that because of that. But that was my immediate thought, Flea. I said, yo, we owe Cat an apology. And I told Fabian last night, I said, you know what? Cat might be a tough guy. And let me explain. Mentally tough, Flea. We all know it's easy to crash out. What Cat has been going through this whole season, from knuckleheads like me, from the media, from his brothers, his teammates, his coaching staff, and for him to still go out there night in and night out, give it his all, don't complain, and then last night was injured and still was giving it his all, and at the end of the game hit a 3, or I think he got an and 1, and he was still pumped up, and we were still down 10-11 where the game was basically over. For me, Flea, your rant was perfect, and I've been saying it. This ain't about the coach. You know why? We've had these hiccups with Tom Thibodeau as well. Now, yes, Tom Thibodeau gave us a culture, and maybe at times we played a little tougher, but Flea, we were reacting the same way this season that we were last season, a couple games with the Knicks.
Games, right? Yeah, for sure.
So for me, and I always allude to this, Shaq Ben said this. He said, it comes a time and point where we as players go, fuck the coach. Fuck the coaching staff. This shit is on us. And Flea, night in and night out, we flat out watch guys either give up, don't compete, or just ain't jack shit. How many times can we have games where Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges gives us nothing? On both ends of the floor, Flea. How many times can OG just disappear after having a Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant type performance against the Denver Nuggets? How many times can we put the ball in Brunson's hand down the stretch and he turns the ball over? That's not on the coach. That's not on the coach. We all know when it comes to sports, the best players get the blame, not the other guys. So for us to sit up here sometimes and be mad at Sherman and Clarkson and Diawara and Kolick and GTA, yeah, they supposed to get a little bit of blame, but Flea, we all know who's supposed to take responsibility. Because when we successful, we know who gets all the credit. I've been saying it. I think a lot of people are afraid to admit it because most of the times I'm wrong, and I'm fine with that. But Flea, remember when I came up with a thing where I said, think about this. I give you 5 teams to put together. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. And I give you 3 guys that come off the bench. I said 2, but I give you 3. That's 8 players. Times 5 is 40. I guarantee you, if you do a poll, nobody probably in the world will have Mikal Bridges or Josh Hart on those teams. Even if you stretch it out to 10. So if you think about it, 2 guys in our starting 5 are not top 40, top 50 players. But us as Knicks fans, us as an organization, yeah, Flea, think about it.
No, when you put it like that, it's so nasty. It's so nasty when you put it like that.
It's the
when
truth.
You put it like that, no, because some people will refute that. You're gonna find people to refute that. Somebody's about to jump in the comments right now and try to refute that. But I'm just saying, when you put it like that, that's telling. That's telling. You said 40 niggas, almost 50 niggas.
Flea.
Okay, wait. Do you get the 50 before you say Mikal Bridges or Josh Hart's name?
Hell
50 guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flea.
Wait,
right.
Hold on.
Yeah. That's why I tell you, let things digest.
Wait. Slow down.
Go ahead.
50 niggas before you get to Mikal Bridges. And we just being unbiased. We talking basketball now, not Knicks REHAB. Hold on, because we quickly go from 50 niggas before we get to Mikal.
Think about it. Listen, I'm a math guy.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's 30 teams or 32 teams in the NBA. 30 teams in the NBA. I guarantee you the 2 best players on each team is better than Mikal Bridges. Even the bad teams.
DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook.
No. Go to the worst teams. Go to the Brooklyn Nets. I'll take MPJ and one of those big men over him. Go to the Wizards. I'll take Jordan Poole and one of them. Bro, like, and we're not talking about Mikal Bridges in Phoenix or Brooklyn. We're talking about Mikal Bridges right now.
Right now. Yeah.
That's the part that is difficult for us to fathom because we all like, I don't forget other fan bases. I know for a fact we are the greatest, craziest fan base in all of sports, right? I told you.
Hold on real quick, OG. We got to show love to the chat real quick. Big shout out to Ron Mills, 8783. He's been rocking with us for a little bit. Ron, if you do disagree, we love to chat. If you do disagree, I don't know if you got time, but we here. 5 comments, 10 players in each comment. Let me know, do you get to 50 before you get to Mikal? Let me know, bro. Because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, 50? I might, maybe. Easily 25. Easily, I get to 25.
Once again, it's simple math. We know for a fact the top 5 teams in each conference, their two best players are better than Mikal Bridges. Like Fleet, hold on, Fleet.
I'm going back and forth with this, man.
No, let's stay there.
50?
No, listen. Listen how simple we can make this. Listen, look how simple we can make this. The top 5 teams in the East minus us, right? You have Philly, you have Detroit, you have Boston, you have Cleveland. Let's just say you can put Toronto, you can put Orlando, right?
Okay.
The 2 best players on all of those teams are better than Mikal Bridges. Think about it. And on some of those teams,
I'm thinking. I don't want to speak too fast.
Watch this. Yeah. And on some of those teams, a la Orlando Magic, Bencaro, Bane, and 2 Franz brothers is better than Mikal Bridges. That's 4 players. What's the big man in Toronto? You got Brandon Ingram and Scotty Barnes. Better than Mikal Bridges. Donovan Mitchell.
RJ better than Mikal Bridges. RJ Barrett.
Right now, yes. He's playing way better consistent basketball than Mikal Bridges. Yes. On
God
Cleveland.
Damn.
Flea, listen. On Cleveland, James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, what's the big man? DPOY.
Oh, my man, Evan Mobley.
That's 3 players. So the top 5, 6, 7 teams in the East, they got 2, 3 players better. Then if you go to the bottom feeders, Charlotte, Washington, Brooklyn. Yeah, Philly, you got Maxey, you got VJ Edgecombe, you got Embiid. What are we talking about? Even if you go to the bottom feeders, Charlotte,
and my ad libs and my surprise face right now is not in disagreement with you, OG. That's Sadu Berry. That is it. That is it right there. I am in the moment thinking, and I'm really getting close to 50 right now. I done did 25. That's easy. 25 is easy.
Fleet, then
50?
The West. Now watch this. The teams in the West, we're not going to even go to the top dogs because that's wasting our time. Cooper Flag is better.
Yes.
Go to the bottom joint in Phoenix. Devin Booker Green is better. Like Fleet, if we really bro. Like, we got to be for real. If they do a top 100 NBA players list.
Hold on. I got hold on, because I'm pulling up the list. Yo, we have Bridges for the playoffs. He's a playoff player, OG. He came up big against Boston. Those first 2 games in Boston on the road came up big for us down the stretch.
Right,
50 niggas, god damn.
Let me make it clear. Darlene Bryant, you know we love you to death, Darlene Bryant.
Darlene, what up, baby?
I'm not saying our team is trash now, but like Fabian said last night, we got to stop lying to ourselves. I'm talking about right now. I'm not saying RJ Barrett for his career is better than Mikal Bridges. I'm saying if we're talking about this season right now, how are we even ignoring, like you just said, Mikal Bridges has 7 points. In 2 games, he averaged 3.5 points.
1.5 free throws. He averages that on the season, I think, per game.
So let's be realistic. Let's be for real. If we talk about the West teams, because everybody could tell me I'm bugging, but if you go down a list of all the teams and you go to the first 2 best players, you can't tell me they're not playing better basketball than Mikal Bridges. Whether you think they're better than him or not, I'm saying who's playing better basketball this season. We can all agree Mikal Bridges is doing jack shit this season. He's not having a go ahead, Fabian. I mean, please excuse me.
And please stop telling me. Please stop telling me that Mikal Bridges is the exact same player he was last year. That the numbers, because people just run to the numbers if they're not watching Knicks basketball consistently. So they look at that, they look at the counting numbers, and they're like, oh, well, he's about the same player. Mikal Bridges is 2 points less than he was last season right now. 2 points is a lot of points per average. I'm a math guy on the low, too. I don't do too much, but I understand that 2 points in an average is a precipitous drop-off.
A flea.
He's not as good as he was last year, man. He hasn't been.
No.
And we started the season. I'm going to give it back to you. We started the season. Do you remember, OG? The first 15 games, we said Mikal Bridges is the most consistent Knick to start the season. Do y'all remember that? Whoever was here with us, y'all remember that? To start, so we not just all of a sudden now kicking Mikal. He was excellent for us to start the season. Since then, he has been a complete no-show on a game in, night out basis. He hasn't been consistent at all. And it's hurting us. It's hurting us.
Listen, name me a starting shooting guard in the NBA today where multiple games they can't get on the court because they've been playing that bad.
Name me a starting shooting guard. Name me a starting shooting guard on a good team. Fuck the bad teams. Name me a starting shooting guard on a good team that can't finish games. Can't finish games. And this, hold on, OG. And this ain't just a Mike Brown thing, because I see our guy Stacks Time and different. Big shout out to Stacks Time. That's our brother. But he's saying that we need to be talking about the coach. We'll get there, bro. We'll get there. And you know I ain't gonna let Mike Brown off the hook.
Hold on.
But Mikal Bridges has been in the position to be benched late in games with Thibodeau at the helm. So this ain't a Thibodeau or Brown type thing. When Mikal Bridges is stinking it up, it's hard for him to finish games. That is a problem for our starting two guard in the NBA.
Hey, Flea, I need you with me right now. Ron Mills, we got time today. Yeah.
What up, Ron?
Ron Mills, big shout out to all y'all. We got time today. Flea, I need your help on this. We're going to go through the East and the West. We're going to do it very quickly. Detroit Pistons, Flea, what's the two players better than Mikal on Detroit?
I'll go Cade. I'll go Duren. Duren is an all-star. Mikal Bridges has never been an
all-star. So that's two. Is there anybody else? So, and we're going to be for real. We're going to take maybe no more than 30 seconds on each team. We agree Cade and Duren. Do we have anybody else in your mind on Detroit that's better than Mikal Bridges right now?
I'm not going to soar.
Okay, we don't have to. No. Expound on it.
Answer your question. No.
Okay. Boston Celtics. Give me two players better than Mikal.
Oh, they're guys. Tatum and Brown.
How about Peyton Pritchard this season?
He's playing better basketball this season for sure.
But that's the topic though.
That's the top. Done. He's playing better basketball. He's better right now.
Thank you. Cleveland Cavaliers.
Donovan. Ev. I wouldn't be mad if I had James Harden right now.
Leave it at that.
I wouldn't be mad. It's all right.
Toronto Raptors.
B.I. Scotty. Shit. Big shout out to Mike James. I'll go Derek White too. Sorry, Mike James. You are a guy. I'll go Derek White too. For sure. Yes.
Orlando Magic. Fuck. Hold on, Flea. Let me just brag and boast 2 seconds. Fuck, y'all gonna tell me I don't know what I be talking about. This shit gonna get uglier than what y'all made it.
Flea,
all they had
when he right, don't let this nigga be right.
Flea, all they had to do was agree with me. But now y'all dig yourselves a deeper hole. Like I always tell y'all, 99.99999, I'm dead wrong. That 0.0001, whatever that number is, I'm dragging that till the wheels fall off. Flea, the Orlando Magic. Give me two players better.
Apollo and Franz, for sure.
Bane? Okay, we leave it at that.
Yeah, all right.
No.
Okay.
No. You don't have to agree.
I'm not big on Baines.
Right.
I don't think Baines. I think Baines is the average guy too.
But you don't have to agree. Okay. Miami Heat. Give me two players.
Oh, Hero and Bam for sure.
And where? The big man.
Khalil.
Yes. Right. No. Don't do that. He's better than, stop it. 7 foot, could stretch the floor. Yeah. 76ers.
Yeah. VJ. Oh shit. Norman Powell playing better ball right now too. I forgot about Norm. My fault. Big shout out to Michael James. My fault. Norm playing better ball right now too.
Hold on. Hold on, Fleet. And at Groovy 226, I don't have to name the third best player on the team. It's my list. I'm just flat out telling y'all there's 50 basketball players, and it may be more. Flea, the Atlanta Hawks.
Jalen Johnson for sure.
Kuminga just got over there.
Give me.
Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself.
Give me Kuminga. Dyson Daniels is a hell of a player.
Charlotte Hornets.
LaMelo for sure. Brandon Miller.
I'm fine with that. Milwaukee Bucks.
Miles Bridges too. He might be playing better than Mikal.
Exactly.
Listen, yeah.
Bucks. It killed you to agree with me. That's why you slow with naming some of these players. Yeah, Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about my son Knipple. Knipple had a crazy year. He's having a crazy year. Carl Wiley, he better than Mikal Bridges right now. You got me on me on bullshit tonight.
Listen. Watch this.
You got me on bullshit tonight.
And watch this. Big shout out Groovy 226. If we name some of the third players, it makes it even worse. Do you understand, Flea? Do you understand what I'm saying? If we just name the third best players on these teams, it makes it even worse for Mikal Bridges. We're doing him a favor in naming the top dogs. Flea.
This is a nasty exercise, Mo. It's disgusting. Mo, he got me. Mo, he got me, dog. This nigga got me.
I'll give you a graceful bow wow. Do you want to stop?
I'm on bullshit, Ron. I am. Where we at?
There we go. Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks.
Giannis is not Giannis, of course.
Right. It can stop there. Like, you don't have
Wait. Just wait. Let's stop right there for a second. We having fun. So let's just have fun. Do you want Kyle Kuzma or do you want Mikal Bridges?
Neither one. I'll stay with Giannis. Neither one.
Okay.
Neither one.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Chicago Bulls.
I don't think anybody on that team.
Josh Giddey is better than Mikal Bridges.
I forgot Josh Giddey.
And if we had Josh Giddey right now for him to be a ball handler and how he is, so I'm giving you Josh Giddey.
Perfect. I think he would be perfect for us, but I'll roll with Josh Giddey.
Right. So
anybody else over there?
Right. We ain't got to wrap our brain around it. Brooklyn Nets.
I'm not an MPG guy. I'm not an MPJ guy.
All right. Is he playing better basketball than Bridges? You don't have to
right now. Yeah.
Right.
Right now.
That's all in this Fleet. Right.
Yeah,
remember, Fleet, you know I'm not a LeBron guy, but I'm not going to say he's not playing better basketball than Mikal Bridges, right? The Washington Wizards.
Sarr, Trey Johnson, Young Trey. I like Bilal. Y'all niggas know me. I like Bilal Coulibaly. I like Bilal. Shit.
Indiana
Carrington. Big shout out to Bob.
Indiana Pacers.
Pascal for sure. Pascal was an all-star this year.
Right. Remember, don't drive yourself crazy. If it's just one, we're fine with that. Now
Sean George is tough too.
Now, Fleet, check this out. That's 15 teams. Some teams had 3, some teams had 4, some teams had 2, some teams had 1. So even if you
give the max number, let's just give the max number.
2. That's 30 players right there.
Oh, thank you, Mike T. I forgot Big Zuby is in Indiana now. Forgot about our guy Zuby. He's in Indiana now.
Flea, this way gets ugly. The Western Conference. This way gets ugly.
We shouldn't even do that.
No, we will.
So wait, hold on. Big shout out to Mike Set 116. Mike Set put in the chat just now. ESPN's NBA rank for the 2025-2026 season. Bridges was ranked 48th in the entire league. So close. He just made the cut. He just made the cut.
Flea, OKC Thunder.
Oh, there's three easy. 4, maybe 5. There's plenty of guys on that team.
For certain teams in the West, we ain't even got to name the players. We could just say the number. The Spurs.
Their backcourt and Wemby.
That's it.
I might even take Keldon Johnson.
Minnesota.
I mean, of course, that's my favorite player, Ant-Man.
So, no, but it's at least 2 players.
Jules. What Nas Reed doing this year? I ain't had my eye on Nas, but how has he played this year?
Houston Rockets.
2 guys for sure.
Okay. LA Lakers.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant and Sengun. After that,
LA
Amen
Lakers.
Cool.
Right. Lakers.
Luka, Braun. I would like what Austin Reeves has been doing this year over Mikal Bridges for sure.
Denver Nuggets.
Forgot Mike T. Forgot about our guy. I would love to swap them out. I miss him at this point, right? Dante? I'll swap him out in a minute.
Hey, Flea. Hey, Ron Mills. Can I get a fire emoji? That's all I ask. look, Ron Mills. Look, Ron Mills done joined in.
Ron. Big Ron. Ron started with 50. Then he said, Flea, you on bullshit. Now he added niggas. Big shout out to Ron.
Look, Ron Mills a funny nigga. Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, Ron's real. Ron's a real one.
Flea, we almost done. Denver Nuggets.
Oh, Jamal.
Joker. Okay. The Phoenix Suns. You know, your favorite guy. It's not even Flea. We already know. Devin Booker.
Oh, yeah, D-Book. You know I love D-Book. Brunson was having a better season before he got hurt.
The Clippers.
Yeah, just Kawhi.
Yes. Golden State Warriors.
Obviously, before he got hurt, Steph was cooking.
Yes.
And then
Portland Trail Blazers.
Shit, now we going to likes. Denny was an all-star this year.
Yeah, but remember, if there's nobody on the wing,
right?
No, Denny.
Right. Denny, yes.
Oh, right. Listen, I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah, and Ben cooked us last night, so I gotta go. Ben Mathurin and Kawhi. Forgot. Ben cooked us last night. Yes.
Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh yeah, John Morant's a better player.
Dallas Mavericks.
After that, yeah, Kyrie when he's healthy.
But he ain't playing this year. I'm just saying, guys, that's on the court right now.
We go Cooper.
Right.
We go Cooper.
New Orleans Pelicans.
Yo, motherfucking DeJounte Murray just came back playing better basketball than Mikal Bridges, and he ain't played basketball in 2 years.
Come on, bro. Niggas having impacts. Mikal Bridges is not having not one impact on the Knicks. Last two teams, Utah Jazz, Sacramento Kings.
Oh, give me Keontae George. Give me Jaren Jackson Jr. Give me Filipowski. Give me Isaiah Collier. Give me. They got a young team over there, but I like a lot of them young kids over there. Word to mother. Word to mother. I like
Flea, all I'm going to say is this. We just named both teams East, West. Just imagine if we had production from the third or fourth best guy on those teams. We don't even need the big dog. My point I'm trying to make is, Flea, and I'm going to keep saying it because Fabian, that was ill. We got to stop lying to ourselves. I'm not talking about Bridges in Phoenix. I'm not talking about Bridges in Brooklyn. We're talking about Bridges this season, 25-26 New York Knicks season. He is shit.
Mm-hmm.
He can't stay on the floor. He can't be in the game down the stretch. Are you kidding me? Flea, how do you feel now?
Let me just say this to you. I never like getting caught up in your bullshit. That
was good.
That was chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, OG. Chef's kiss, my brother. And guess what? When people rewatch this, if they don't rewatch it in its entirety, they'll cut it off strictly through emotion. Watch this in its entirety. If you get to this part, please, I hope you can hear what I'm saying. Watch this the replay gang. Replay gang is always out there with us. Rewatch this first 44 minutes of this. I'm telling you. Because I was like, get the fuck away from me. 50? We got over 50 at this point. Right or wrong? We surpassed 50, maybe by 10 or 12, 20.
And Flea, you know why he's number 48 on the list? Because of the potential of the Knicks possibly winning a championship. If they made that list today, he wouldn't be on the list. And think about it. He's our starting shooting guard. That's getting paid $150 million, and we gave up 5 picks for him. That's what makes it even worse.
You see what Mo just put in the chat? You lying like shit. Let me check that box score right now.
What?
Let me check that box score right now.
Mo,
Lord
you gotta be lying.
13 of 24, 5 of 11 from 3, 43 points at half. At half. Go crazy, Bam. You're having the night of your life. 13 of 24, 5 of 11, 12 of 14 from the foul line. Yikes. What you said Bam was? What you said Bam was? What I been? You know I love me some Bam. The nerve of you. 40 at half? He gonna cool off. Ain't no way he gonna double that up. We talking about 80 right now. He on pace for 80?
Nah. Gotta start checking these niggas, bro.
43 at the half for Bam Adebayo.
Wow. Wow. Hey, Flea, man, you know, when we break down something like that, right? And you know, it's difficult to fathom, right? Big shout out Curtis HB2UX. Thank you for your $5. He don't even deserve our criticism right now. I can name 5 people on the Spurs that's better. We are 18 and 15 since the cup. Mikal and Rick Brunson, middle finger. Hey, Curtis, listen, bro. At this point, you know, these players need to be held accountable. And, you know, for me, Mikal Bridges deserves all the smoke. But we know what my brother Flea is ready to talk about and what he needs to allude to. Flea, I have to ask you. Coaching. At this point, right now, the type of basketball that we are playing, how much blame do you give Mike Brown?
I give major blame to Mike Brown. I'm not divvying the pie up. I think Mike Brown is a decent coach. I don't think he's a good coach. I don't think he's a great coach.
Right.
I think he's capable of coaching an NBA team. But I don't. Go ahead.
No, I was about to ask you that. Do you think at this point in his career and seeing how his career has went up until now and seeing how he's coaching the Knicks, do you think Mike Brown is a NBA head coach?
NBA head coach for a young team. Put him in the position that Charles Lee is in right now with Charlotte. Put him in the position that Tiago Splitter is with Portland. Put him in a position, you know, put him in those positions, right? The stakes are not very high, but the result that you're gonna get is great guys that are playing great on the basketball court. You're uplifting young guys. You're teaching, right? I think he's a good teacher. I saw her. I see her with a T. I see her.
Hope Towns, we ain't gonna blow you up.
We ain't gonna do it.
We know
your last name is Towns.
We know why the absolutely not.
We know. So to answer your question, do I think he's an NBA coach? Yes, but do I think he is the head coach for a team that was on the verge of winning the championship? Absolutely not. And that was my biggest gripe about going and getting him. It was not fully about losing Tibbs. Y'all know how I feel about Tibbs, so we don't got to go down that road anymore. That's over with. East Blue Drew, leave me alone. We ain't gotta go down that road. But my and anybody that's been watching knows my question was, cool, bye Tibbs. Thank you for getting us where we needed to go. But what is the plan? What is the succession? Not the plan. Not just what we getting into. What is the succession plan? Understand what the word succession is. What are we doing to keep going like this? And for me, I didn't think Mike Brown was the guy to help us keep going like this. It is very, very evident, very, very evident why we have been an inconsistent basketball club. There's no consistency. I'll leave it like this. We'll answer your question, Mike T, in one moment. But I'd like perfect timing. Perfect timing. It's perfect timing. It's perfect timing because I'm not even going to ask the chat. I'm going to start with this. I was on the way home from work today. Decided to call my pops. I told you I was talking to my pops, right? OG, real quick story. We'll get back to Mike Brown in a second. Talking to my pops. He's talking about the move and what's going on. He's like, yeah, kid, I've been watching y'all every night. I said, Dad, I appreciate you. He said, y'all are great. Y'all have me dying laughing. He said, but wait a minute. Where's Fabian? This is OG Flea's words. Where's Fabian? He said, I don't like his tan. His background is different every time he comes on. Where's Fabian? I said, Dad, the next time you're in the chat, ask him yourself. Don't ask me where Fabian is. Ask him yourself. Ray, what up, baby? What's good?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
You see his voice?
Mike hella loud. Yeah, the Barry White. Yeah.
Luther? Listen, Fabian, what's the Knicks' identity with Mike Brown as our head coach? That's your first question as you enter tonight. You late? You 50 minutes late, and now you on the phone? We here, nigga. They gonna get you, Ray. They gonna get you.
Apologies for my what do you call that when you're late? My promptness, my tardiness.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the elegant, the exquisite. Mo is in the building. Hell no, not you.
What up, Mo?
Mo, what up, Mo? Wish I would.
Mo, what up, Mo?
Fabian got mad.
You got the yellow can of new now? You got that good yellow can? OG, you remember the yellow can of new now. That's before my era. Now, come on.
Listen.
Murray's or new now? What y'all was doing? Murray's or new now?
What Beyonce said? I woke up like this, man. Listen, we ain't did none of this thing, man.
None of that.
Get up and go, man.
Water,
you know what I'm saying?
Low water.
Get lights.
Get up and go. Low
light.
Yeah,
low like Dougie Fresh moving. We out, man. That's it, man. That's
it. You see how I had her? Oh, my bad.
You know what I mean? Real quick, Fabian is in the building. We love when the chat challenges us and asks us questions. Mikey T is always in the building.
Yes, sir.
If everybody can just answer, he asks, what coach did we want? Us. For me, I could just answer real quick. I wanted Jason Kidd or the young man over there in Cleveland because I said the way the league is today, the younger coaches are now implementing. What's the young man Flea again, Fabian? That's in Cleveland?
Johnny Bryant.
Right. For me, it was Jason Kidd or Johnny Bryant. I always also talked about Sam Cassell. But for me, it was Johnny Bryant and Jason Kidd, Mikey T.
For me, if I had to answer the question, I did not want a coaching change. So I really didn't want anybody to change at that particular point. Right. But if I had a choice, yo, listen, man, it's Nova in the building. Go get slick ass Jay Wright and say, hey, do what you need to do with these niggas. These are your niggas. Go do what you need to do with these niggas. So I would have rolled with Jay Wright.
My coach out the hat was a throwback. And I realized that he ended things unceremoniously with us.
Oh,
but
JVG?
Yeah. He had a year in already, right? With the Clippers.
Oh, Jeff Van Gundy on the coaching staff, right?
Yeah, Jeff Van Gundy.
Nepo shit at its finest, Mike T. Nepo shit at its finest.
But that's the thing with them. Like, you asked what the identity of the Knicks are right now. I just think it's confusing. Because people keep trying to refer to our offense like the super offense. It's like we don't see that. We know what a super, like OKC got a super offense. When Indiana was on the super off Boston 2 years ago when they were the super offense. and they got the defensive guys to. And we know what Houston. We had an identity under the coach you never wanted to be changed up out of here, Flea. It's an identity. And there seems to be some sort of confusion with that because when Cat got here, the grit was gone. The grit was there because it wasn't just Tibbs. The players that were, as much as you don't like Julius Randle or ball, he did play in Tibbs' system, buy into it, all NBA. Hartenstein, Dante. Hartenstein is a champion now. He got a crazy contract off of this guy's system. My point is, there was an identity with that. There was an identity with that coach, and I don't know if Mike Brown was able to implement that. And that's what's, again, so upsetting about Jalen Brunson not being a point guard. So what Flea's been stressing the last couple of years. This was the time to do it. And that game with Denver was just the first time we ever seen it, that I seen it, him try it. So I think the identity of the team could have been helped out with that. Because with Cat, this guy has improved defensively. And we still feel like, we're not there yet. Remember, he's a big man on our team. We still feel like we don't have an identity. Mitch doesn't play enough. Deuce is gone. Like, there's a lot of things missing for us to even have an identity. Last playoffs, did we have an identity during that playoff run?
Playoffs? This past playoffs?
Yeah.
I felt like we did. I just thought we got out-coached in the Indiana series. But the Detroit series, I thought the grittiness showed throughout that series for us, winning some grinding out games.
Against Boston too, coming back 20 twice in that series.
In the first 2 games on the road, like those are you want to know the character of the Knicks, you want to know the identity of the Knicks, you want to know what kind of Knicks team is going to show up. That's the Knicks team that was going to show up every time when their back was against the wall. Go ahead.
No, but that was in the playoffs. Tibbs, and he got his players. Mitch is playing. That was the first time Mitch played every game, right? I don't remember Mitch missing a game.
So let me ask my brothers a question. Chat, obviously, y'all too. So then, from the position that we were coming in, Eastern Conference Finals, tough 6-game series, whatever, make a coaching change, you come into the season, all the caveats in place, no Tatum, no Dame, no this, no that, all the caveats, right? We know them by now. Should we be reserving criticism and what we think about this Knicks team until the postseason? Like, is that because of the team that we had and what we were aspiring to do? Should the real criticism just be for April, May, and June? Serious question.
I don't think so. No, I think they deserve all the criticism that they're getting. Like you said, Flea, there's steps that you can't skip. And when was the last time a bad basketball team went into the playoffs and won a championship? We're not talking about just getting to the playoffs. We're not talking about just getting to the conference finals. Even with Deuce being hurt and Mitch not being able to play back-to-backs, a lot of these games we should not be losing how we're losing. We're a bad basketball team too many times more than not. Yeah, at times against Denver, against the Spurs, we look great. We look like championship contention. But then when you lay an egg against Dallas with nobody, can't, for some reason, beat the Pacers with nobody.
Sacramento kicked our ass.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of games that we could go to.
Oh, real quick, y'all. Jaylen Brown has been ejected. He's just like they had to hold him back from the refs.
He was bugging out on the ref? Okay.
Yeah. And they still holding him back. He's still talking to the referee.
Hey, Ray, let me ask you a question real quick. Before you jumped in, were you tuned in? Or did you
No, I was jumping in. I had to go run around, man. Yeah.
So let me Hope Towns 8808 is in the building. Her name is Hope Towns. Her first comment tonight was, I am the aunt of Karl Anthony Towns. I can't remember her comment verbatim. OG, we read it, but just wanted to let you know that there's a new lady in the building, Hope Towns. the aunt of Karl Anthony Towns, is here with us tonight.
Hold on.
¿Qué lo que? Dime todo. More, ¿tú estás bien? ¿Estamos aquí tranquilos?
Don't show off.
Listen, estoy aquí en la tierra de madre. I'm in the motherland.
You there, baby? You home, baby?
Where townspeople at? I'll go check them real quick tomorrow. I hope she's, ready for some raw, reactions. And, we were hard on Karl Anthony Towns for the first half of the year, almost damn near 3/4 of it. And now he's just proven that he can change his game up. Going back to what you were saying, the identity. Last year we didn't have a bench. We didn't even have a bench last year. So we had to hope for the playoffs. Boston smacked us. Cleveland was looking like the front runner first half of the season. And the playoffs happened. Mitch was playing every game. This season, it's just no consistency. And we're now starting to blame Jalen Brunson for this spot away. So Hope Towns arrived just in time. She saw that the leader is the enemy thumbnail, maybe, and I'm rolling with these guys.
She's been around. No. Some of the comments, it lets us know she's been here for a while.
Oh,
she
wow.
said, y'all keep it real. Like, she's been here for a while.
Listen, then I love it. Then I appreciate that.
OG always alludes to this. I just wanted to highlight our guy, Bless One. Big shout out to Bless One. He's a member. We got assistant coaches that wouldn't get a job tomorrow and fired today. That's insane.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, these are things we've been talking about. Big shout out, Bless One, right? Big shout out to the whole chat. Please, y'all hit that like button. But Flea went on his rant earlier, and it was beautiful because once again, how long are we gonna continue to blame the coaches? We don't have a team full of rookies or sophomores. We have guys that have been in the league for 10 plus years. We have former number 1 overall draft pick. We have top 5, top 6 MVP candidates. We have some guys that are great defenders. We have guys that have championship. Even though he was injured, OG got a chip. So at the end of the day, how long are we going to continue? And we all agree the coaching staff is shit. I've been saying that. But at the end of the day, are they out there when OG misses 8 threes in a row? When Shaman can't knock down a shot? When Brunson and Hart literally play globetrotter basketball with one another and just freeze cat out? Is that on the coach? Because if it is, then listen, we ain't got a chance. Then this whole season, this whole Knicks rehab is irrelevant then. If the coaches have something to do with that, Flea, then we are in way deeper trouble than what we're talking about.
I think it does, Flea.
I think it does. And I agree with you, Fabian. Right? We've held the players accountable, but I think now we've got to the place where we're talking about Mike Brown right now. And to be honest, I think we've said this before, we talk about our kids, right? We want our kids to have a healthy fear of us, a healthy respect for us. When we walk in the room, they stand, we have their attention and don't even have to say anything. How many of coaches do command a room like that? I'm sure when Rick Carlisle walks into the locker room, that young Indiana Pacers team that fought for him last year is all ears. Whether we like Tibbs or not, I know when he walked into the locker room, he had the attention of everybody. And so what I mean by that is, I don't know if the respect level is where it needs to be for Mike Brown. And that's nothing against him. That's just your resume, who your character, who you are. We know who you've been next to. We know who you've been next to. You've been next to some of the biggest names in the sport, in the NBA. We know. But I don't know if we have the right respect and fear for a coach like most head coaches have. They don't have that for Mike Brown. So they're not going to do and move with a sense of, if I do this, I'm going to get yanked. Pause. Brunson know that he can fail, and he's not going to be sitting next to Mike Brown.
But hold on, Fabian, before you respond, okay, Flea, if that's true,
Stacks Diamond, hold on. Stacks Diamond, that's not true. There was a culture here. Whether you agree or not, there was a culture here, and the players respected Tibbs. Get the fuck out of here with that. They respected Tibbs flat out. Whether you like him or not, there was a real respect there. They don't respect Brown.
Before you go all ball, just I was a big Tibbs critic through a celebration. Through a celebration when he got up out of here. And the one thing I always said was, I don't remember anybody disrespecting Tibbs besides Obi. That's the only guy, and they caught him on some secret videotape, some secret video recording. He always came off like he got the Bill Parcells thing in him, like, yo, who you like? I don't even have to talk to you people. So how you think he talked to the players? I don't. Go ahead, all boy. I know you wanted to jump in after what Flea said.
No. So Flea is saying that the players don't respect Mike Brown, and I'm okay with that, right? Because we can't sit up and act like we can't blame Mike Brown for anything. But for me, because I'm heavy on blaming the players, right? What about having respect for yourself? Okay, if you're not going to respect Mike Brown, how about respecting the game, respecting your brothers, respecting yourself? How is it okay for y'all to just flat out give up? How is it okay for Bridges to score 0 points? And he's our starting 2 guard. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to continue to bash Mike Brown. Just like I'm not going to continue to bash Cat no more. For me, Flea, these guys got to listen. You know what? Okay, cool. Y'all don't respect Tibbs. You know what? Us as a fan base, we don't respect y'all at this point. I know I don't. You know who showed toughness last night? The guy that everybody calls soft. You know who showed weakness and who was soft last night? Every fucking body else, including the coach. So at the end of the day, okay, if you're going to respect the coach, respect your teammates and respect the game enough to not get embarrassed every other night. Because that's all this shit is. How can you go from looking like one of the best teams in the NBA against the Denver Nuggets to your next 2 games looking like dog shit? Flea, that is them. They are flat out just giving up on themselves. I don't understand. But for me, like I said, if you're not going to respect the coach, okay, cool. But don't expect us to respect you if that's your mindset. Because you guys look hideous on the court. Late turnovers, bricking shots. Flea, how many times did I say we watching Josh Hart rebound by himself? Where the fuck is everybody else at? Why is he Dennis Rodman by himself? And all of y'all are at half court watching him. Get in there. Flea, this shit is on them, Flea. Mike Brown deserves blame. I'm not going to not say that. But I'm going to be honest. It's coming to a point where they might get a bigger slice of the pie, Flea, as a team.
I agree. It's on the players, but as a guy that played and cared about playing, if I gave a fuck about my coach, guess what? I'm not going to dog it because it's a reflection of him. That's the only place I'm coming from. Yes, it is on the players. But if you got any ounce of the guy that's standing on the sidelines as the head of the team, you're gonna go out every night and give it your all. And we never had to worry about that, is my point last season. Win or lose, the guys are gonna play hard. You just brought up being down 20 in the first 2 games of the semifinals against Boston on the road. Two games that was easily, let's pack it in and we'll go back to New York. We found ways to win. I don't see that from this team, and I think it's a reflection of the guy that's on the sidelines, just flat out.
You brought up Rick Carlisle earlier. Rick Carlisle used to beef with, if I'm not mistaken, Jason Kidd.
D2, Mike T. D2.
Rick Carlisle used to beef with Jason Kidd, Rondo, and then later on when they got Luka, he told the owner, he told Mark Cuban, it's either me or him. And even Don Nelson Jr. was a general manager. They said, it's either us or Luka. And now you saw the second set of general manager and coach, ironically, Jason Kidd, give up on Luka. My point is, Rick Carlisle has 4 or 5 different versions of conference finalists in his career. It's not just strategy. There's a presence with him, and he'll go against the player, the star player. It seems like, I don't know what he did with Dirk. I'm not sure if he had to push him or not, or what way he did. He coached them crazy ass Indiana Pacers that went to the fucking stands and caused the malice in the palace. This is who he coached. They stole that championship from him in Detroit. I don't care what they say. Larry Brown had to coach that team to win a championship. That was 5 veterans, and Rick Carlisle had that on Smash. So he should have more rings. And I don't think we've ever thought of Mike Brown on the same level as Rick Carlisle. And I think part of that has to be with his personality. And also, I don't want to give up any of the pie to the players, because what I keep pointing out now is Josh Hart was called Draymond Green. And it's like, I understand where you're going, but he does not mean he is not relied upon like Draymond Green is to that organization. And one of those things is, what are the facts? How are you guys keeping it real with each other? Because the last time there was some championship contending players under a big time organization, there was one dude in the locker room that went public with the beef between the two stars, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. And they made the finals after that. They went on a crazy run. They became the best defense in the league after that. And who's really doing that and means it? Like, Marcus Smart's a real lunatic. You know, it's not just Mike Brown, to your point, AllBall. Which players are really like, they talk about accountability, but saying it is, that's why I don't like apologies. Don't apologize to me, bro. I really don't care about an apology. Show me. And they haven't shown that they can push Brunson into what Karl Anthony Towns is actually talking about here. We found this clip. Somebody in the comments mentioned it. I seen it earlier.
Kat, how are you seeing your chemistry with Jaylen evolve throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great, being involved with him and being able to pick a roles, picking pops with him has given us a new avenue to do something, to impact the game offensively. And it's been great, from last year to this year. We were really good at it last year, and we utilizing a little more his talking about this year in these few games recently.
So that was Karl Anthony Towns referring to the pick and pop game from with Jalen Brunson, and he's saying that they've been pretty successful as of late, which maybe I didn't realize it, or I don't know. But has it been there? Are you guys talking about that? Is that just a marketing thing? Like, I'm not sure.
Bro, I'm gonna say it again. He's a constant professional. We watch the games. Listen, Barkley said it best. He's a nice guy, bro. He don't want no smoke, and that's okay. But we all know damn well him and Brunson has no chemistry. There's no pick and pop, nothing. Brunson ain't passing that man the ball unless it's like mandatory, unless it's like desperation. We see it maybe once or twice a game. That shit's supposed to be they supposed to be Stockton and Malone at this point, if you want me to be honest. They run no plays together. None. Not out of a timeout, not during, none. He's holding the captain down. Because I guarantee you, somewhere else, no cameras, nobody else listening, he's probably going, these niggas don't pass me the fucking ball, bro. Bro, he got to get it off the rim. Him and Brunson has no chemistry. So, listen, that's why I keep telling y'all, you got to commend the young man. Because any other human being would have crashed out already. Easily. And especially if you have some people may think he's the best player on the team, not Brunson. And I'm not going to have that argument tonight. So, like I always say, just imagine how he feel. And still, when that microphone is in front of him, bro, he's professional. He doesn't throw anybody under the bus. He ain't doing what they do. He ain't saying, yo, well, niggas don't pass me the ball. Niggas turn the ball over in crucial moments. I need the ball. I'm the best rebounder in the game. I got most double-double. He ain't doing none of that. He's bigging his guy up. But on the other hand, when you put the mic in front of Josh Hart, look what he says about Brunson. Coach Commodore, what up, my brother? Family Coach, right there. What up, Coach?
What up?
Yeah, so for me, all I can say, Fabian, with that clip is what I alluded to the other night. You got to commend that man for being a professional. And there's not a lot of those in the world, let alone the NBA. Listen, that man mentally is tougher than what we think. because I'm gonna say it again. Couldn't have been me. I'd have been fine. I'd have been all type of shit already. Straight up. Like I said, how dare you criticize me? This nigga had 0. 0. We have yet heard to hear anybody on the Knicks team or coaching staff criticize Mikal Bridges.
Because he shows up every day. Because he shows up every game. Because he's a gamer. You know these niggas like buzzwords and shit that sounds cute and fly. He's a gamer. You can rely on him.
Hey, Fleet.
Fuck out of here.
Fabian,
Get the fuck out of here.
Fabian, could you find that clip real quick of when Josh Hart threw shots at Cat?
Which one?
You ain't even got to find none. That Flea, you see how crazy that is?
It was one after the All-Star break when he was saying, I don't want to hear about that. I just want to hear about Cat getting in the post. And it's like, Flea, we alluded to this yesterday a little bit. You know, why do they feel so comfortable calling him out? You know, we get it. Like, for me, we were talking about this earlier. I don't know if you got to catch that. We were just saying, bro, you're supposed to protect everybody in the house. You know, you my man. I'm not letting, if we clown you in front of other people and then other people feel like it's okay to clown you in front of me.
But you got a bunch of clowns at leadership. You got a bunch of niggas that don't take nothing serious. Like, all of these niggas just give off a lack of urgency. That's what they give off for me. I could be dead wrong, but my 2 eyes tell me, like, do y'all care enough? The camaraderie, like the dog in each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it has to come off. Like you saying, Fabian, you got to protect everybody in the crib. Even the nigga who don't want smoke. There's always a friend in the group that's, we about to go fight, guys. Come on, we have to. Yes, nigga, we have to.
Hold on.
You could be in the back though.
Flea, you know, this is perfect. Perfect. What you just said, big shout out Fat Italian. That comment right there, Flea, by what you just said, perfect. I never even thought of that. Now when Fat Italian says that, them niggas is playing and joking on the bench. Wow. Big shout out Fat Italian. Go ahead, Flea. I apologize. That was perfect.
But Flea, hold on, stay right there, because Sean Commodore adds to that by saying it all starts with having Brunson's dad on the bench. Get him out of there. Because if it's the college vibe, you ain't got your pops around in college. So it's even worse that you guys got a college vibe that's being authorized by one of their fathers.
Hold on, Ray. You know I don't cut you off too much.
This
is our guy. This is our guy. King's Speech, stop that. King's Speech, come on now, stop that. We all watch. We all are tuned in to what the fuck is going on in the basketball court. Not to that funny nigga. We don't watch him. We don't bring none of his takes. We're not watching him to tell us what we need to say. You know we watch games. We sit right here with y'all and watch games. Don't do that, bro. Come on, baby. You know we watching with our own 2 eyes. I have come here and say I'm wrong. OG does it. Fabian, sometimes he's done it every now and then. Bro, it's okay. You could come here and say your guy's not playing well. It is okay. He deserves this smoke right now. He is an important piece.
And we didn't. I didn't even know he was talking about him. But it's funny that if he was, is he talking about Rick Brunson? Is he talking about Jalen Brunson not playing point guard? Is he talking about that Cat and Brunson haven't had chemistry for 2 seasons now? It's not just today. So even with Cat alluding to last season's pick and roll, I thought that pick and roll shit was trash. I didn't think it was all that to be alluding to and being like, that's what we have to play like. Like, no, it's not. You have to get the ball more somehow, Cat. You gotta demand it more, not just by going through the media saying y'all chemistry's picking up. What does that really mean? Does that mean you really feel a lot more comfortable around that college vibe, authorized by how you call it, Dean Brunson? Like it's ridiculous, man. I'm now with the comments, and sometimes, like we said, best chat in the world, because you combine all these things. It's like, yo, damn. So you guys really got an adult college family event going on, or family situation going on, and then the dad is around, and I don't know how I would feel if I'm going at it with Flea and Papa Flea is there and I got beef with both of y'all. Like that's kind of like what is I'm getting jumped. The flea jump. The flea jump is crazy. But what so does Mike Brown balk on Jalen and then Rick Brunson? Jalen looking at his pops like I'm thinking Rick Brunson comes from our school anyway and he wouldn't get in the way, but it's still, bro, at the end of the day, nothing comes over family, right? It's a whole conflict of interest for you to be in that bench because nothing should come over the family of business when it comes to business. That shit collides. There's no way that shit's working out, especially when we don't see what we want, when we don't think everybody's keeping it real. And Rick Brunson doesn't come off like someone who would pull punches, but we're sick and tired of picking on Cat. Like now, it got to the point where we would felt like we were picking on Cat. I don't want to pick on him. I want to pick on the bully. Brunson, you a bully? I want to pick on you. Josh Hart's the bully, right? I want to pick on you. You talking crazy shit to the dude that's soft. Nah, I want to come at you, bro. You the tough guy, right? You ain't do nothing when Draymond Green stepped into town. What you say here, Flea?
I said Auntie Wildin'.
Oh, what she said? Hold on. What?
Auntie Wildin'.
I think I just found my favorite auntie.
You found your favorite auntie? Auntie Wildin'.
Hold on.
Hold on. Wait. We gotta take a major pause, Flea.
I know.
No. Hold on, Flea. No, wait, Flea. Because you already know what's coming. The speech is coming. I'm wrong 99.9999% of the time. I got you, old boy. But that 0.000001.
This is the second time he's been right today. This is the second time.
Oh boy, the floor is yours.
No. I would just love for y'all to just please tell Hope Towns, who is now one of my favorite human beings on the planet Earth.
Of all time.
I would love to meet you one day, Auntie Hope Towns, right?
We gotta verify
that. What she just said, yeah, we gotta verify that, of course. But what she just said, I remember vaguely someone alluding to that a long time ago, before we even knew who a Hope Towns was. And they said I was crazy. Gave up on myself. I was trying to make it a mystery to see who was the person. All I'm gonna say is this, man. Fabian said it the other night, Flea, and I just loved it. I keep repeating it. We got to stop lying to ourselves. Mm-hmm. We are all adults. Our brains can function to where we know what the hell we're watching, what the hell we're seeing, right? What the hell we're taking in. Why are we allowing our eyes to lie to us? Why is it so hard to understand that Brunson doesn't like Cat? Why is it so hard to understand Bridges ain't shit? Why is it hard to understand for some reason Josh Hart has too much rope? We can sit up here and all agree Mike Brown ain't shit, but we all can't agree with everything else. Why can't we agree that right now Brunson is a problem? And he's starting to become a bigger problem as the season progresses. We are not going to win a championship if we continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again that we've been making for the last couple seasons, especially last year. Can't defend, can't get a stop, and on offense, maybe 2-3 minutes out of the whole game, we look okay. Listen, man, we are in trouble, and we need to realize that. Listen, at this point, I don't know if a coach is going to help this thing, especially with these players. Some of these players have to go. I don't think a coach can coach up Mikal Bridges. He is who he is. Got his money. He's on the court. Don't give a fuck about shit. Like you said, Flea, these guys don't want to compete. They want to sit on the sideline and play around all day. Listen, man. When your two best players don't get along and don't respect each other, and one of them is the point guard, so you kind of got to get the ball from him, it's a major problem. Major problem.
Flea, I did just talk about like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum was going through the same thing, and Marcus Smart is the one that came out and pointed it out. Like, I don't know if they didn't like each other. But clearly Marcus Smart was saying, he acknowledged like, yo, it's a problem. We don't have any players or coaches that really say that. And there's too many people on Jalen Brunson's side to really, how you going to back the whole organization down? Yeah, I'm 7 feet. Yeah, I might be soft, but I'm not a fighter. I'm all these things. I'm not equipped to even take that on. And yet they're piling on me. The fans turned on me. I'm the problem? How hard must that be?
I mean, it's got to be pretty damn hard because last season there was no remnants of this. I'll be really trying to understand. Like, it's almost like Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns just started playing together this year.
Right.
I said that to y'all. A while back. How is it that it gives off like they just started playing together this year when we had an entire season last year? The chemistry wasn't a question. Whether they liked each other wasn't a topic of discussion. Whether they wanted to play on the same, none of these talking points were at all relevant last season. All of a sudden now, though, they are. I'm wondering why. That's really the question that I have. I know why I feel like it, but I'm wondering how all of a sudden do we do a 180, a complete 180, and feel like these guys can't play basketball together when last year they were the two that led us to a place we ain't been in 25 years. Help me understand. What happened that changed that? Genuinely asking, what happened that changed that? Because OG, did you feel like that last year? Did you feel like they didn't like each other? There was no chemistry. You felt like that?
I didn't feel that they didn't like each other. I felt that their chemistry wasn't as good as it should have been.
Okay.
But I didn't get a sense that they didn't like each other. And that's maybe because Cat just got there, right? And maybe Tibbs kind of covered that up. But I didn't get that. But I definitely saw that it should have been way more chemistry. Because I think they had an opportunity to be one of the best duos in the NBA, especially the type of season they were having last year. So no, Flea, I didn't see it. But this season, I caught it ASAP.
Oh, hold on, Flea. I think AllBall's going, how you say earlier, you turned on yourself again because you did bring this up last year. It was last season you brought it up, and I was like, I can see why it might seep into you personally if on the court business-wise it's not working out, and you might be frustrated with that. So I was trying to give you some lead, like maybe, but you were saying like, nah, I don't think he rocks with him at all. He don't like him. Nobody does.
Stacks time when you missing it, baby. You missing it. I'm asking a question. Last year, they were one of the highest scoring duos last year. Last year, our starting lineup was one of the best scoring starting lineups in NBA history. Y'all remember them goofy ass stats that they was throwing out there to make us like, so I'm just asking because last year, chemistry was not an issue with this basketball team. Toughness wasn't an issue with this basketball team. Finishing games wasn't an issue with this basketball team. It just wasn't. So what are we missing? Fuck the coach. What are we missing right now?
But you did say you think you knew, you had an idea why.
Oh, I'm off that. I said fuck the coach already, so I'm off that. I really want to understand what has changed with our offense, with how we approach games. What's changed so much that we could literally watch games and say they freezing Cat out. Yo, they don't like playing. They don't like playing with each other. Like I'm asking.
Honestly,
you answer the question, Stacks timing. Damn.
My answer to that, Flea, is, and nobody's going to agree with this. Everybody's still going to, defend him. Jalen Brunson not taking his game to the next level. He didn't get better this season. And then you have a player on your team you don't get along with, you don't have chemistry with, you don't like him. I don't care what nobody say. I watch Cat try to extend all the time. Jalen Brunson doesn't do it. This is on Jalen Brunson, bro. I'm sorry. I watch Cade take his game to another level. I watch Jalen Brown take his game to another level. I watch Ant-Man, which I thought was impossible to take his game to another level, to where now you got guys like Jordan watching him and, giving him a little bit of pointers. But our guy didn't take his game to another level. And my brother Flea always says, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. In this season, he hasn't done it again. So no matter what the coaching staff was or how bad they are, at the end of the day, a great player at times can cover for that. To me, that's what Brunson was doing the last couple seasons. Remember, y'all always said, for me, Brunson saved Tibbs. He put the team on his back. This season, he's not a great basketball player this season. I'm sorry. Like, right, Flea, think about it. At one time, Brunson was arguably top 3, top 5 best player in the NBA. Whether people wanted to argue with it or not, it was an argument. You know what else was an argument? Brunson, the best point guard in the NBA, at least top 3. Niggas was going with Shea, Luka, Brunson. Now, when you go top 10 best players in the NBA, Brunson ain't sniffing that. To me, that's the problem. Brunson did not take himself and his team to the next level. We are stagnant and right in the same place, winning and losing the same way we did last season.
And to add on to that, I think they thought Jalen Brunson, maybe Mike Brown, maybe Leon Rose had a built-in excuse for the star player in Cat. That's his fault. He's soft. He's soft. The whole league's punking him. Maybe they thought, Jalen Brunson thought he can get away with this because I'm over here going 100,000 miles an hour about Jalen Brunson and bigging him up, I guess glazing him. Lee's been going the opposite route. Oh, boy, sometime this year, he was like, hold on. Something ain't right. And Flea's words just kept echoing. And finally, it was like, you know what? Cat is getting better defensively. November, December, I started noticing that. Yeah, he's fouling out of games, but I see him. He's doing something. When have we ever said that about Jalen Brunson this year? Talking about for a month. Cat's done this for several spot months throughout the year. And of course, he leads the league in rebounding again. Hold on. And he's not even getting the ball because what AllBall always stresses is you feed the big man. Shout out to Booger Smith. He's not getting the ball and he's still producing. He's still being a professional. Why don't we feel like we can win the championship right now?
I mean,
damn, Cap.
Hey, Flea.
His game got to go to another level. Why is he I always used to ask OG this, and it's not to you now anymore, OG, because you saying it now. You understand it now. I've been saying, what is wrong with that brother's game going to another level? And that doesn't mean scoring more. That doesn't mean being more ball dominant. That means just taking your game up to another level because you already a smaller guard. So you got to do more. You got to do more. It's harder for y'all. It's harder for y'all.
Quick question.
And he hasn't done it. It's not about us being relevant and all, because I see the comments. I know we love Jalen Brunson, but at the end of the day, we're going to hold our best players accountable. Is he better than he was last year for a guy that hasn't peaked? Think about that. For a guy that everybody else has said he hasn't peaked, if he hasn't peaked, has he gotten better from last year is the question.
AllBall really liked this statement yesterday where we said, I always think of a leader as like the father of a household, right? In order to make everybody better, I got to make you worry about less things. Food on the table, money, whatever the case may be. Jalen Brunson has taken on that father role, in a sense, on the Knicks. And it's like, to your point, why does Cat feel more stressed? He's the second guy. He ain't the first. He ain't the captain. He ain't the face of the organization. Yeah, he's making $60 million. So there are some responsibilities. But if you the dude, why aren't you holding him down? Like, why does he, even Scotty and Mike we see now, it's like, it's very hard being a second fiddle. You see what's going on with Scottie Pippen. Kobe fought his way like, I'm not going to be remembered as no second fiddle. But that means it does something to you being number 2. Brunson, you should know that. Father's been in the league. Why is Cat being stressed out about this shit? And it took until recently for him to make them comments and look like he's not stressed out, AllBall.
I see you, Keith Turner. Shout out to you, right? And I see you defending Jalen Brunson, right? But let me just give you a question back. Name a point guard in the NBA that can't throw a lob. Name a point guard in the NBA that every time on that pick and roll, when he throws his guy the ball, it's always in traffic. Let me ask y'all this. When was the last time Brunson was player of the week or player of the month? Why can't we just admit this season, like you just said, Flea, he hasn't gotten better? He's not having an MVP season. He's not having an all-NBA season. He's not having a season where you look at him and go, yeah, give him the Supermax. He's just not. What's wrong with acknowledging that? What's wrong with, listen, y'all love us for being honest. We're honest. Can't nobody tell me what to say about Brunson. I've been the biggest Brunson stan, defending him up here for seasons and seasons and seasons. But we have to tell the truth at some point.
At some point, your eyes. It's not going to make you a better fan. What the fuck are your eyes telling you?
Flea, we watch. What I always say, Flea,
what is your eyes telling you?
You know what? Hold on. What's his name? I just said his name. Big shout out to him. Keith Turner. Explain last night. Down 5 points, a little over 2 minutes left, and explain Brunson with the ball in his hand, turning the ball over multiple times down the stretch. Like, come on, man.
And I want to take it to another level because there's some other comment. We like interacting with y'all. Y'all best chat on YouTube. We're not saying replace Brunson. See, y'all confusing the conversation with, or then get rid of him. Y'all sound like women. No, we're not overreacting. Slow down. What we're saying is, big shout out to the ladies. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know the space. This is a space. Y'all know.
Respect.
They know.
Respect my ladies.
I respect the ladies, but when I'm talking to the men, but when I'm talking to the men, they know what I mean when they talking like women. That's what I mean. Like, don't get too emotional. Don't change the conversation. Stay on course.
Ladies, I'll put a ski mask on and go get that nigga for y'all. Just
I'm here.
Put a thumbs up in the chat. Listen.
Don't say but she don't wanna be safe. Don't say but she don't wanna be sad.
All I'm saying is we're not saying get rid of Brunson, but for our best player, MVP candidate guy, a guy that was, at the top of his position, why can't we ask him to be better? Why can't we expect him to continue to get better? So that's all we're saying. Add more tools to your bag. And that doesn't mean add more ways to get a bucket. That means add more ways to get everybody else involved because you clearly could go get yours. Clearly. Damn, yo, you said Josh Giddey as a Knick, man. I've been thinking about that for the last hour and a half. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Go ahead.
Wait, stay right there. Stay right there.
Because I've been thinking about that for the last hour and a half. Like, Lord.
We talking about Cat, and I'm going to ESPN because we get the clicks. For all you guys wondering if I'm gonna play a Stephen A. Smith clip, yeah, I just might. What the hell?
You talk about bringing up Tom Thibodeau and Mike Brown. The difference: Tom Thibodeau is going to get the dog out of you every single night on the defensive side of things. That's all they need from Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby. I have to tip my hat to Karl Anthony Towns because over the last 2 months, he has been a star in this role. He has been better defensively. He has been cleaning the glass like a fresh bottle of Windex. But Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby needs to get back to who they used to be. Stop worrying about offense so damn much and lock in defensively and start getting the job done. And you talk about bringing up Tom Thibodeau.
All right. Thank you, Perk. Like a fresh bottle of Windex, man.
I mean,
70 ball from Bam, 19 for 37 right now.
8+ minutes left
against Washington. He got 70.
I ain't gonna lie, 70 is 70. Niggas 70
I
in the
don't
park.
care. I don't. What the fuck's Fabian talking about? Against
70
who?
is 70, bro. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Wait.
You go get 70 right now, nigga.
Against the Wizards, no problem. We were sitting down uptown. I forgot the name of the spot. We watched Luka get 70, and we were all like,
we were all together. We were.
Anyway, how's the ribs? how's the mashed potato?
That is a fact. OG, we was in the spot. That's a fact. We was sitting there watching all three of us. That's a fact.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact.
Kendrick Perkins is 100% correct. See, OG will trick you because OG will have a game like Denver, right? OG is the greatest magician in the NBA. I don't care what nobody say. We have some great magicians in the NBA. OG will trick you on some nights where you go, there you go. And the next thing you know, like a magician, poof, he's gone. But nobody's, you have levels of being a magician. Nobody's on David Blaine's level, but one guy only. Mikal Bridges, aka the bridge is over. Perk is right. A lot of y'all guys worry about offense so much now that you just forgot about defense. And at times, OG is still a good defender, but not on a consistent basis. But Mikal Bridges is a no-show. And Perkins is correct. If you allow Brunson and Cat to worry about the offense, everything else would just flow better. And if you guys just lock in on defense, maybe we get some stops and we can win some ball games. But he's correct about Cat. Last 2 months, Cat has been a beast. What has everybody else been the last 2 months? See, that's the thing nobody wants to discuss. We're going to continue to defend everybody, but disrespect Cat. He's been our best player for the last 2 months. I mean, who are we expecting to be the best player night in and night out? Brunson. So, listen, man, I agree with Perk. A lot of our guys now, Josh Hart, he could have put in there as well. These guys worry about offense too much. Hart is doing moves that I'm just like, huh? How you even attempting that? Fadeaways and you jab stepping and all that? So I agree with Perk. We got 3 guys on our team. He did mention Hart that they definitely worry about offense a little too much when they should be worrying about everything else.
My last thing, because I got to jump, fellas. Those 2 guys, their defense turns into offense. When you get loose balls and you get deflections and things like that, you get Josh Hart in the open court going downhill. That's where he's most effective. When Mikal Bridges is playing passing lanes and playing well on defense, he just gets rolling offensively. So I don't know if I fully agree with Perkins because we need Mikal Bridges offensively to help us win. So I don't want him to just strictly not be able to put the ball in the basket. But I do believe that they need to focus in on the defensive end because when they play hellacious defense, it just turns in to up and the pace turns up. We get easy baskets. I'll leave with this. The last couple of games that we did see Mikal Bridges in the open court was because of his defense. He caught a couple dunks. Didn't he dunk on De'Aaron Fox the other night in the Garden? Put him in the rim? Right? So what I'm saying is that gives you confidence. That gets you going for a guy like that. So if they lock in on the defensive end, it's just going to add more to that offense. My brothers, love y'all. I got to jump.
Oh, dare I?
Fucking biggest.
Big Flea.
Oh,
Never the little one.
A little ball.
Then there was 2.
In the Josh Hart thing stands out. Perk didn't mention that. I don't know how great of an analyst he really is. I think there's a lot of hyperbole to him, which it is what it is. He's entertaining. Like, nobody's Barkley on that TNT set because outside of that, I never want to see Barkley. He's talking to Dan Patrick. He's cool there. But I say that to say he didn't mention Josh Hart and he didn't mention Brunson, I don't think. And those are 2 guys in the starting lineup that haven't stepped up defensively, alongside, of course, Bridges and OG. Like, they're obvious to us. But they have to – the reason why Bridges and OG have to be high level is because those guys aren't. And Cat changed up. Not saying he's all NBA. I know the numbers, everybody's going to speak to the numbers and everything, but it's the fact that he's trying. And Josh Hart was starting last year. We had the best numbers of all time starting for a starting lineup, and we still weren't doing the greatest or weren't the best team in the NBA because of our defense, number one, and number two, we couldn't score off the bench. And it was like that to the playoffs. Mitch comes back, and the chapter was written. And then this year, we got the same starting lineup back. Doesn't make sense. That couldn't be the plan. Like Mitch should be starting when he can, even though they might have tried that earlier in the year. But Mitch wasn't Mitch last year. Mitch wasn't Mitch last year. So maybe start Diawara. Deuce is missing. I don't know who you can start in place of Josh Hart, but I would think it's Mitchell Robinson when he's healthy. Get him into playoff mode. And, Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, you're right, man. The David Copperfield impersonation is insane. But I never expected that much from OG offensively. You put the onus on him because you said you signed for $40 million, bro. Like, you're just going to play defense? What level defender, who does that? You better be defensive player of the year if you're going to do that.
Right.
And he isn't quite that. Bridges, he's nowhere near as advertised. Nowhere near as advertised. And I know me personally, I would watch him on the Nets, and I'm like, it was this one play against Minnesota. He was trying to win the game, try to go across court against Ant-Man, put his shoulder in his chest, and Ant-Man just stood there. And the way he flared, I'm like, yo, this dude is weak. He's weak. How's he going to guard someone like Ant-Man? How's he going to guard someone like Jaylen Brown? I didn't even see and I'm like, and we already got Dante who's cheaper. Like, I don't really, and he fits. You can't buy chemistry. You can't buy chemistry. So the fact that he fit, the fact that he was willing to come off the bench or start, don't care what Gilbert Arenas says.
Right.
Or when somebody starts and they get some success, and we'll explain Josh Hart then. So Mikal Bridges is a weak link. He's the biggest weak link. I don't know if it's him or Josh Hart defensively, but I would have to blame Josh Hart first because he's not a starter. He really isn't.
I mean, it's going to have to come a time, where we gonna have to can't blame the coaches no more. We can get a new coach and we can still lose the same way. It's the players. Nobody on that team holds each other accountable. Nobody. Like you just said, we have a 2 guard that's weak. We have a small forward in Josh Hart who's too little. And he can do nothing that some of the small forwards do in the NBA today. Right? So we listen, we just overachievers. That's all it is. So when I say what I say, it ain't to disrespect none of these guys. It's just the truth. None of these guys will be starting on an NBA championship caliber team. That's just a fact. And it may not even be because of their skill set. You niggas ain't got the heart, the toughness. You think anybody would want Mikal Bridges on a team after watching what he's been this season? Right now, at this point, you getting pennies on the dollar for him. Nobody wants Mikal Bridges, bro. Love Josh Hart. Your energy, everything else, I can't stand. It's like you on a basketball court, and in your mind, you got the monkey with the drum. When you just don't know, like, bro, you just out there, you make a mistake, anywhere you turn, you blame that person. Every time I turn around, you talking to the refs. I've said this last season, everybody killed me for it. The whole team is full of low basketball IQ guys. And then now what Fat Italian said just brought it all to life. We have college atmosphere in adult grown man game. You're not winning like that. Y'all don't not respect the coach. Y'all don't respect us as fans. Y'all don't respect yourselves. The way y'all play and look on the court. Come on, man. Come on. Like, when Brunson got that, let me say this. Because Clyde Frazier and them went crazy early in the season. It was a play where Cat got fouled, they didn't call, and he stayed on the floor for a while, and the team went down. And remember, they was like, yo, where's Cat at? And you ain't seen
Sacramento.
Right?
Sacramento.
When Brunson got blocked last night, you see how long he stayed on the floor? It didn't get up to run back down? You think we'll watch and see everything? Like I said, I don't understand how people could defend this shit. we like I said, we talk real basketball, and at the end of the day, the way Mike Brown and Brunson is attempting to not utilize Cat the correct way is insane. If him to still average a double-double, have the most double-doubles in the league, and still get his points off the glass, that's what I say, Fabian. At this point, you got to commend him. And like I said, if I'm him, get me out of here, bro. Get me out of here. If I'm him, I'm secretly talking to the GMs. Bro, get me out of here. Because this is going to continue. And they're going to get better next season. Unless, you bring in a Giannis. Or you bring in a Mark Jackson type coach. That's going to make Brunson and them guys pass the fucking ball. And then he might get fired. Because, he might be too militant for them. We have too many soft-minded, just guys that are just young in mindset, bro. Like I said, Josh Hart doing the thumb thing. Every time you see them on the sideline, they joking and playing. After every blowout loss, they hugging and smiling. Bro, they need a nigga like me, a Stone Cold Steve Austin on that side with them. Nobody's there to hold them accountable. And then they're not holding each other accountable unless it's against Cat. If it's Cat, we're going to hold him accountable. But when Hart and Bridges and them do dumb shit, when Brunson turn the ball over late in games, that's all fine. That's all fine. Listen, I keep telling y'all, when the season is over, it's going to be a lot of uncomfortable conversations, and a lot of these players, they're not going to be as important as they think they are. Watch. Because you know what's going on in Brunson's mind? It ain't only the pressure of winning a championship. It's the pressure of, did I fuck up getting the Supermax? I was guaranteed that thing. So now is your mind and your father and all your family members in there telling you, hey, man, you might have to take another pay cut, bro. It's going to be a lot going on in the offseason, Fabian. Watch.
I don't think Mark Jackson would only, help them confront that issue with Brunson pass the ball. Even, I don't want to let up. Like, people are going to think I'm letting up. Like, Cat still got to post up. He still got to be assertive in a lot of ways.
Yes.
I don't know about it being comfort. We've seen Ant-Man tell him, yo, stop playing around. Like, stop playing. I'm telling you something, and you playing. And it's the playoffs. So, is it that? As silly as they are, do they think Cat is sillier? Because if that's the case, then you still got to pull him in. Like, I still, no matter what I say about Cat, it has just been superseded by the fact that Jalen Brunson, yo, bro, you're the leader. Like, that's all under your watch. Like, the legacy of the Knicks, they're going to come up with your name before Cat. Your name comes up before Cat. We were starting to put you up there with Willis Reed and all that. That's where you were headed. Willis Reed and them figured that out. Remember, they thought that Clyde and Earl the Pro weren't going to even get along on that backcourt. They were having the same issues you were supposed to have that you're having now with Cat. And, they had, I forgot his name. Red Holtzman? Yeah, Red Holtzman, the coach. And those players. Willis Reed was no joke. Knocked out 4 Lakers on the sideline. Willis Reed was no joke. He's the GOAT.
Niggas want to win, bro.
They're not playing games.
Do you sense from this bunch that they want to win? Like, perfect question. Chat, I need y'all to answer this. Fabian, watching our Knicks this season, do you get any sense that they want to win?
Yo, I do get that from Brunson. Like, I do. It's, like you said, just the stepping up part. I don't see him doing anything. He's not playing differently. The only game he played differently was the Denver game. And that's when it was like, you were 3 for 13 and we didn't care. There were games that Cat had 8 points, 4 shot attempts. We were like, yo, bro, we don't care. Like, you were moving around great. You played defense. You ain't bitch up. You ain't foul. Those little things. And then we know your offense will come around anyway. But I think Brunson, to me, he shows that. I just don't think. I think it's a bad habit he's built as a scorer, especially when you sign up to have this guy. The broken record alert. You sign up for Cat, and you thought it was going to be something that it wasn't. You thought you could pull off this thing that he was doing in Minnesota, where they ran different sets for him. And I guess, like, when people say that, do they look like they want to win? Bridges doesn't look like he wants to win. I think OG is up and down. Mitchell Robinson, when he's out there, I think he looks like he wants to win for the most part. Cat, I'm not sure for the most part. Like, he's changing his game and everything, but I don't see who really shows the passion, like cursing each other out. Even them going at Cat is a bit of that, but we want to see more of somebody holding Cat down. I think that is the downfall. Because of that, I can't say that they want to win, because if you wanted to win together, you would have held Cat down a long time before us. You would have gone on this. They're on Twitter all day. Yo, chill out with the Cat shit, man. That's my man. So that in itself, for you asking me the question, long-winded answer that I gave back, nah, you ain't holding your man down. So there's no way you want to win.
Yeah. Like, really thinking about it, last season, they showed some sightings of wanting to win. This season, I don't think they give two fucks. I just don't. There's too many games where guys just give up. There's too many games where they're not willing to do whatever it takes to win. There's too many games where if Cat has it going, they stop going to him. If Brunson has it going, Mike Brown will figure out a way to keep him on the bench. A la yesterday, you keep him on the bench in the fourth quarter when he was the only guy that before Cat really had it going, right? So I don't think they care. I really don't. And it's getting to a point where it's like, what can you do? What can you do? You have these guys that just have a whole different mindset. They don't fight. They're not even willing to scuffle. Jaylen Brown just got thrown out of a basketball game because he disagreed with the ref and was going at him. Fuck you, fuck the fine. Our guys ain't even willing to get into a light skirmish over each other. So how could you tell me they want to win? Nobody is willing to sacrifice anything to win. Nobody. Brunson ain't willing to sacrifice shots. Not willing to sacrifice getting Cat involved. OG has sacrificed his defense for offense. Josh Hart sacrificed who he was to try to be a better offensive player. We watch it night in and night out. This shit is on the players, bro. They need to watch film of Stockton and Malone. Those Utah Jazz teams that went to the finals. How the fuck do we understand what that game was? I say this a lot. How do we get away from playing real basketball? Any given night, Cat is a mismatch for the opposing team. You got shooters around them. Bridges, OG, Shamit, Brunson. You dump the ball in. Take your time. If the team isn't going to double team, you punish. Soon as they double triple team, spray three. Horn is second them guys, knocking down shots. They made a career out of that. Karl Malone at one time was the second most in NBA history with points because of that. Don't tell me it ain't successful. He won an MVP in a season over Michael Jordan. How the fuck is Brunson and Cat not modern day Stockton and Malone? Come on, man. Come on. What the Knicks do ain't basketball. I don't know what that is. That shit is roll the ball out and get it how you live. Get it how you live. And then there be some nights where Brunson has the mismatch and he gets it rolling. But how do we turn into a team where now everybody has to be great offensively? Nobody has to be great defensively? Nobody has to worry about rebounding the ball. Everybody has to be great offensively. We have Josh Hart actually doing moves in the game. Listen, man. Until we get a coach that's going to force these guys to play the right way, and until we make some changes and get rid of Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges and break up this Nova brotherhood, where now you kind of got to force Brunson to build chemistry with other players, because he damn sure don't want to build it with Cat. And that's why I say I know they don't want to win a championship, because how many other great players didn't get along with their second or third best player, but they bottled that shit up because the bigger picture was championship. I want to be considered one of the greats. We at one time talked about Brunson as being one of the greatest Knicks of all time. What happened to that talk? My last point, I'm going to say it again. When the last time Brunson got player of the week or player of the month? Just saying. Bam Adebayo, 81 points. 20 of 43. 7 of 22 from 3. Nigga had 41 free throws. Bam shot 41 free throws, 34 for 41. Half of his points was from the free throw line.
That's crazy. The Wizards just fouling him to just.
And he's still in the game. Oh, unless this is, hold on. He's still in the game and they're up 20. They're trying to get him to break Kobe Bryant's record. He's still in the game. A minute, 16 seconds left. 126, 148. Miami is up 22 points. Bam is still in the game. They tried to miss the free throw on purpose to get the offensive rebound. I guarantee you they're trying to get Bam to break Kobe Bryant's record of 81. The Washington Wizards should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah, he's going for the record. He's going for the record. And look, Washington is playing a boxing one on them. They're not letting them get the ball.
Oh, good.
Wow. Yeah, Fabian. Why are you trying to get him the ball when there's other guys on the court? Get them the ball and then run a play. Look at this shit. Oh, they got to foul him. They fouled him. He about to shoot 2 free throws. He's going to break the record. Oh, he got it. He must have made both free throws. Yep. Let's see. Bam, 83 points. Bam has 83 points. Hey, Fabian. Our forwards can't get 2 points.
About 2 guards. You read these super chats, man? Eric B, 99 cents.
Nah, go ahead.
Thank you for your 99 cents, Eric B. Hell of a name, too. Curtis, thank you for your $5.
I read
you read that
one. Yeah.
Of course you did with the middle finger. Stack Time and Different, thank you for your $2. Was that? Where is Leon Rose ranked as a GM? He's about Suda. I wouldn't say he's trash. Like I'm trying to think if he caught lightning in the bottle, as Flea said 2 years ago with that team, and they just went too crazy trying to get Mikal Bridges and then go after Cat, and it's like, that's a very difficult mix. I thought it in real time, and even with Mikal Bridges, I'm like, I don't know about all this, and I was so gung ho on just being right about Cat that I just came around recently to now it's exposing Brunson and the lack of his skill set. You're supposed to try to double down on his strengths, and I don't know if Cat did that. This ain't, you see when Luka plays with Austin Reeves, it's like playing with Kyrie and Brunson again. Got a one-on-one guy. It's a simple offense. They don't want to play any sets. They don't have any Utah Jazz pick and rolls. No, they just pick and roll all day on the perimeter. And whenever they see the opening, they straight hezzy cross you up, try to shoot the crazy shot, the crazy pass. That they play playground basketball. Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves anytime, and Jalen Brunson too. If we're being real, that's playground ball. Him with Rand, that's one-on-one basketball. So I don't think Cat is necessarily that, and it kind of exposed them on all ball.
I think we got to get a coach in here that can help us play the right style of basketball that fits us. Right? We're not a great 3-point shooting team. Yes, we can get hot. So we have to play to our strengths, and we need a coach that's going to get us to play to our strengths. Our strengths is we have a big man that can stretch the floor, and we have one of the best one-on-one players in the game. So it's like, how do we combine that to play winning style basketball, right? How many times do we know when Brunson gets the ball, the defense collapse? He's going to get double the triple team. So there's always going to be someone open. How can we get a coach to convince him get the ball out quicker? Because he always over dribbles to where now the double team forces him out of bounds on the sideline, or a bad turnover or a tough contested shot. So listen, we need a coach, but we also need the right players. And like I said, for me, Hart, Bridges, you got to pack them up, bro. You got to pack them up. But till we get a coach, because like I said, even though Tibbs gave us a culture, he still wasn't the right coach. I'm sorry. If we get, like, imagine us with a Rick Carlisle that's going to put guys in their proper position and put guys in a position to win basketball games. Just saying.
Got some more super chats. Curtis, thank you for your $2. If we still had Hartenstein and Dante. Yeah. I think, the Hartenstein thing, if you haven't heard, we couldn't re-sign him. It was a crazy, stupid CBA rule with the union that you weren't allowed to re-sign a player that didn't play more than 2 seasons on your team. You weren't allowed to offer them the most money. Anybody, and I don't even know how that works. How was another team allowed to give your player a better contract situation when you signed him for 2 years already? Like, that's one of the biggest. That was nuts. And that was the same summer as the new CBA deal, wasn't it? With the money, the contracts, the NBA contracts were going in place. Could they have waited to sign for the CBA deal to be signed and passed? I'm trying to think. And maybe the CBA deal was going to expire way after, and Hartenstein wanted to get the guaranteed contract. That's weird. That was a weird rule, boy. Like, Hartenstein was signed with us for 2 years, and the old CBA rule didn't allow us to offer him the best contract in the market, even though we had him for 2 seasons. Even though we kind of basically blew him up. Like, if he was a rapper, he'd be like Eminem and we were Dr. Dre. We blew him up, and then Jay-Z gets to sign him. Like, that's crazy.
I never understand that stuff, and I don't even care to understand it. I just know at times it's weird. But like I said, for me, you got to get better players in here. You got to get smarter players in here, and you got to get a coach that understands the game. Like, instead of just standing there and just allowing guys to just run amok and do whatever they want.
Stacks time and different. I think we read this, right? Brunson failed. Oh no, Brunson failed a lot with Tibbs. Never got benched. That's a good point. But Mikhail did. You want to jump in and jump back out? I think he just did right now, old boy. Stacks time and different. Thank you for your $2 again. Hart failed a lot. Never got benched. Even with Tibbs? Right, because him and Tibbs would even argue on the sideline, and they felt like, oh, this is their relationship anyway. House Flung, thank you for your $2. Campaign. Cat's only friend last year? Maybe. It might be. Because even PJ Tucker came there, he was befriending Josh Hart and everybody. And that's what I thought you were gonna say yesterday, old boy, when you saw Brunson talking to Diawara when he came to the bench. I thought you were gonna say like, oh, here he goes, putting him under the wing, because you think about it, Alvarado's doing the roommate show. They knew Alvarado from back in the day. Remember Josh Hart and Alvarado Ben Cools was the Pelicans. They bought him and his family tickets when he came to the Garden. While they were on the Pelicans. Does Alvarado, is he not keeping it real in the locker room?
Bro, at the end of the day, you ain't gotta like me, but respect me a little bit. Brunson ain't gotta like Cat, but if you want to win a championship, play the right style of basketball. Get the nigga the ball. You telling me no matter how much you don't like a person, allegedly, because we don't know for sure, but you telling me you rather pass the ball to Hart or Bridges than Cat? Make it make sense. So, all right, fuck it. Let me know you're a smart basketball player. I'm not getting Bridges and Hart going before Cat. They shouldn't even touch the basketball or get a field goal before Cat unless it's on a lob or fast break or they just clearly wide open. A lot of this shit is with Brunson and Mike Brown, bro. Like, come on, man. How many times we've seen where it's like just how many minutes go by and Cat don't have a field goal, don't touch the ball. Come on, bro. Enough is enough. I've been saying it for almost 2 seasons. We one of the lowest basketball IQ teams in the history of the game. How many times Josh Hart like this, he turned around, his man has already beat him with the back screen, layup, alley-oop. How many times we watch Bridges just fade away for nothing? Oh, man, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We lose basketball games. We won in a championship last season because these motherfuckers is stupid.
David Smith, thank you for your $4.99. If Knicks have disappointing year, an option seriously would be trading Brunson, Hart, Bridges for Giannis, and Kuzma. The money matches. Brunson, Hart, and Bridges for Giannis and Kuzma. Who's the point guard if they're gone?
Yeah.
I don't know if Giannis wants to play with Cat. I don't know how that looks.
Man, at this point, a lot of these players, I don't give a fuck who you want to play with, who you don't want to play with. You get traded somewhere, nigga, make it work. Fuck is you to not want to play with somebody. Get out of here, man. Come on. I don't want to play with a ball dominant guard. Man, all these guards in the game is dominant, ball dominant. What are you talking about? Just some can pass better than others. Get out of here, man.
Zaire Golden, thank you for your $4.99. I feel like we won all the important games other than OKC on that road trip, but we got to get it together. Zaire Golden, thank you for your $4.99, and I thoroughly disagree. You can't lose back-to-back games against the Lakers and Clippers and feel like it's uncompetitive against the damn Lakers who don't play defense.
Exactly.
That's just horrible. That was supposed to be a Cat 60-point game. He should have had 80 against the Lakers, or Brunson should have had 80 against the Lakers. And yeah, I do want you to pass the ball more, but if you see the opener, just take it, bro. It's Luka and Austin Reeves. You couldn't score 40 on them. Disgusting. Bless one, thank you for your $2. How many point guard centers are you taking before Jalen Brunson and Cat? How many are there?
I mean,
Cat and SGA.
Yeah, I mean, at one point I wasn't taking nobody over Brunson. I mean, what do you want to say? Cade and Duren. I mean, it's Jamal Murray and Joker.
Right, that's the best one.
Right, it's not too many big, like we gonna have Ant-Man and Rudy Gobert. Yeah, so you may have Donovan Mitchell and what's your man over there? I always forget his name.
Evan Mobley or Jared Allen is the
no, I'm saying Mobley. Right, I know. I'm just
you're going big man, small man.
Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's not too many by default, but the one that comes to mind is probably Jamal Murray and the Joker.
Yeah, because SGA.
Maxey and Embiid. I mean, not healthy. You know what I'm saying?
And even then, they all kind of got problems. But Mobley and Donovan Mitchell is cool, but I think we would be just as frustrated because we would know, we would watch them every day. You know what I'm saying? Who Ant-Man and Goldberg, like who,
right. That's what I'm saying. It's not like the center position. Like today's, you got maybe 5 that's good. Like all of like that's why I say that era with Mike and them when you had just remember Rick Smits was a good center, and he was nowhere near as good as the top of the echelon, but he was super legit. So this era, you know, right? You got Castle and Wemby, JMNYC. That was a good one. You know what I mean? So it may be 2 or 3, but like I said, that's by default. Oh, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Tory B is in the building. Tory B, what up? Better late than never. That's right. I seen you. I'm good now. I can take my ugly ass, mad ass to sleep now. Tory B, what up?
Little ball, it was great. Sorry for being late.
Real quick, Bam, 83 points. Any thoughts?
None. At all.
I mean, out of all players, you would never think Bam would score 83, right? You would think, you know, a Luka or something like that, right? You would not. I guarantee you, if that was, you know how they do the odds, nobody would ever, and that shit could have been 100,000 to 1, where every year you bet who's going to break the record. Bam Adebayo, 83 points tonight. I'm being honest, Fabian. I know you don't care. That's impressive. Just to have the stamina and the energy. But the Washington Wizards, those players, y'all need to give y'all paychecks up this game for donation. Wow.
Well, they need to donate to a local community in DC. That was
right.
Shame.
Insane. Bam. Let me stop. Big shout out Bam Adebayo. Broke the record tonight. Well, Kobe, we all know Wilt has the record 100. Kobe was next in line with 81. Now Bam Adebayo is second. He got Kobe by 2 points, 83. Wow.
Okay, all right. But so before we go, how does that sound to you? Wilt Chamberlain, Kobe.
Bam Adebayo. No. It's Wilt. Then it's Bam.
Yes.
Insane. Insane.
That's disgusting. Bless one. Thank you for your $10. Not teammates. How many point guards would you take today ahead of Brunson? How many centers would you take ahead of Towns? I'm trying to see where you have them ranked in their respective position. I mean, the Joker's easily, right?
Yeah, let's answer that. Yes. I mean, we go point guards first. Of course, Shea, probably Cade. We talking this season, just have to be honest. That's really it, right? Who else is like a legit point guard that's killing this season? Like, is Luka really a point guard?
Right. That's what it's. I've always said, even SJ to me is not a point guard. But you know what? Brunson's in the same category. Right.
So I will for sure right now, because remember 2 weeks ago I wasn't taking Cade over Brunson, but right now I have to be honest. Cade Cunningham, SGA,
he's slumping. They said Cade giving up everything, but Brunson been giving up everything.
Maxey, I don't know yet.
And Maxey kills in the playoffs, but that half court, leading your team.
Right. That's up for debate because let's be realistic. Maxey is not the leader of that team, even though Embiid is hurt and injured. We all know they go where Embiid goes. So that's where Brunson kind of gets the notch over some of these guys, right? But for sure, SGA and Cade, and I'm gonna be honest, LaMelo Ball is playing great basketball right now. But with the centers, of course, Wemby and the Joker. That's really it.
Yeah, Giannis really a center. He's going with big men too. Let's just go with big men. Sabonis just came back. He's not. I don't know about him. Chet is in. He's in the mix. Hartenstein is not quite there, even though he's great for OKC. He got him over Julius Randle at this point. Ant-Man's missing them. we all of us turned into Cat fans all of a sudden in March of 2026. That's very hard to do. Have us root for you and turn on Jalen Brunson. Cat to pull some shit off. Oh, boy. Damo Bowl. Oh, excuse me, Damo Davi. They give for you $20. That orange, that beautiful, lovely, extravagant.
Yes.
Orange.
Beautiful. Elegant. Knicks orange.
If you watch the fourth quarter, that was a shameless way to get 80. Wasn't authentic. Call me a hater if you want. Damo, I'm not even watching it. I'm hating. So welcome to the club, baby. Fuck that.
Ooh. A blessed one. We be forgetting Tyrese Halliburton.
He's hurt, but
I can't. A blessed one. My allegiance to the Knicks. I could never take a Pacers over a Knick. Sorry. If Michael Jordan played for the Pacers, I wouldn't take him. The Pacers, the Heat, the Celtics, Philly. No, I'm sorry. My allegiance to the Knicks, no.
Bless one. You can ask AllBall when Halliburton was on Sacramento with De'Aaron Fox by his side. I said, yo, bro, he's better than De'Aaron Fox.
Facts.
He might be the best point guard in the league. This guy's insane.
Facts.
Halliburton's a big deal. Fake ass record.
But you know what? Before we get out of here, see, a lot of these guards that y'all would take over Brunson, their style of basketball play, would it be successful with the roster the Knicks have? Halliburton need athletic guys that's going to get out and go. LaMelo need athletic guys that's going to get out and go on the break, alley-oops. Y'all telling me Halliburton, Maxey, LaMelo Ball is going to be successful with Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG, all guys that are not athletic, that are not fast, that don't get out on the break, that ain't catching alley-oops. So you got to think of it as that as well. Like, is it the same roster? Because trust me, they ain't gonna fix this.
I'm gonna disagree with that. I think Halliburton's Halliburton in any organization. I've seen it in Sacramento now with the Pacers. But to your actual point, which is the reason why it's like, Cade is hot right now. I'm with you. SGA is on fire right now. I'm with you. But they have an entire lineup that is designed to fit their style. Brunson ain't really got that, and I don't know if Cat has that, but we're talking about Brunson. I don't think he has that. And to your point about Halliburton, they sewn in that whole roster together. Like, you can't name their starting five that went to the finals last year, and they almost won.
Yeah, Fabian, think about a Jason Kidd type point guard, and he doesn't have his weapons with him. Now the defense can collapse on him. But when he has the weapons, the Kenyon Martins, the Richard Jeffersons, the guys that's going to get out there on the break, we ain't got none of that. Once we get the rebound, who?
But what do you think they would look like if they're playing with Halliburton? That's a different transition. Every inbounds pass, everything is different, unless Tibbs is coaching.
Listen, Halliburton, that type of point guard, fast pace, up and down. We don't have those guys. Sorry, Bridges is not that. OG is not that. You telling me Halliburton? Who's he throwing the alley-oop to? Who he's throwing a crisp pass to that's not going to fumble the ball? Like who? I think a part of the reason why they fumble the ball is because they're not. You ain't prepping for that with this team. You're not. Bro, we watch.
If you have Rick Carlisle. Yeah, yes.
Come on, bro.
But hold on. But that now you're talking about why Siakam is so important, because he's a real second option, and why we feel like Cat. If you play alongside Halliburton, you would have to do that. You would have to show improve in the finals and the conference finals as being kind of a Siakam was the number one option during those finals and conference finals for a lot of those games. He had to show up and give you 40. Can Cat do that alongside Halliburton? That would be the only question for me. Because that, to me, that kid is that's anybody would want to play with that guy. Anybody.
No. And I understand that, but I'm just saying I don't think those guys will have the same effect, because once again, those teams are built around them for their skill set. The team that we have, bro, that skill set. Listen, them niggas will drive Halliburton crazy. You know how many passes they turn the ball over? You know how many shots they miss? You know how many times they won't get up and down the court? Like I said, the only person on our team catching alley-oops is Mitchell Robinson. So, I mean, it's a great question. I don't think nobody's right or wrong. We all have our different opinions. So, great question, though.
And we're only talking about right now, either way. Word. Hold on. When did Obi look better?
Right. But hold on. But what type of player is Obi?
Athletic.
Get out on the break. Right. Alley-oop. We ain't the team for that.
And I think what Halliburton shared with Brunson is that they don't mind being the villain on the court. In terms of, on the court killing you. Their way.
Bro, imagine if we had Josh Giddey instead of Mikal Bridges. Another ball
Josh
handler.
Giddey?
Bro, I'm just talking about another ball handler, bro. Like, listen.
Instead of Bridges? I'm trying to think how he is defensively. Because I know offensively, he gets the ball out of Brunson's hand. And it'll be ill. That would be dope to see Brunson in the open court with somebody else who would get him to rock like that. Because even Luka's not a real open court. That would be dope. Somebody, remember, Giddey could pass.
That's what
he
I'm
could
saying.
Pass.
Right. That's what. Remember,
with Cat.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Beginning of the year, remember, he was going crazy, and he playing a point guard position.
I just think defensively he's trash, but he will give you way more than what Mikal Bridges is giving you. Triple double dude. Yeah, he'd be kind of tough.
What?
He would get some of them rebounds. Yeah, he would. It would be that would be an ill team.
Bro, you can put the ball in his hands at the end of the game. Bro, I'm telling you, Brunson with the ball in his hands at the end of games, bro, my stomach turns. Because he's either going to do one or two things. He's going to do something great or he's going to do something horrific.
Right.
It's no in between. Bro. And Giddey is a bigger guard. I'm telling you, there's some moves we got to make that can really put us at the next level. It don't have to be Giannis. But
yeah. Definitely agree with that.
More seriously, man. Man, Bridges, listen, get Bridges and Hart out of here. That's my last point. Get them niggas out of here.
That'll be a dope trade. And you got somebody who actually wants to play point guard. Brunson doesn't want to play point guard. That's what he just showed you. And what makes it worse is that Cat, he tried the system and it was just like, you look crazy. You don't even look like you want to play that shit. Brunson did that for one night and said, man, I ain't doing this shit again. I'm not doing. You don't pay me for this. Oh, ball. They could have been anywhere else. You're here with us. Thanks for tuning in. Always appreciate the love. The members, appreciate y'all. Super chats, appreciate that. Oh, ball. How are you feeling? Tomorrow? Is the game tomorrow?
I'm about to check right now. Let's see. Tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Knicks play tomorrow night, 9:00 against the Jazz. We will be reacting to that Thursday. I'm not going live while the Jazz is on. I'm sorry. So, yeah, but we can definitely go live tomorrow. I got some running around to do in the afternoon, so I could definitely go live probably when I get home, maybe 6, 7 o'clock. Maybe do a preview, of the Jazz game, but we could definitely react to that the next day. But yeah, we definitely go live tomorrow, but definitely not during the Utah Jazz game. Fuck that.
Definitely.
That shit they did yesterday was insane.
Yesterday?
Yeah, man.
Oh, well, the clip. I thought you were about the Jazz.
I'm talking about the Clippers doing that dumb shit. Yeah, so yeah.
Shameless. Could be anywhere else. Appreciate y'all, man. Knicks Rehab, AllBall TV, Fleet was in the building. Don't get it twisted. Always here in spirit. I'll let y'all. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.